Forever my favorite internet himbo. Has rant. Just here waiting for Hasan. Chatter cute. Love you. PLS actual gaming today copium.
fucking weaselly little liar, dude. Holy shit, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Literally lying. What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking weaselly liar, dude. What a fucking... Holy fucking... What the fuck?
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. And I hope all the boys, all the girls, and all the MBs are having a fantastic one. It is Saturday, August 28th, 2021, 11:21 a.m. and I'm a little late, and I apologize. And there's a good reason for that, obviously. I see from your hat that you're an employee of a feed company. Any chance you could slide me some ivermectin? I'm late because I went to look at some fucking furniture with my mom this morning. But that's part of the reason why I'm late. I was hanging out with my family, you know, Fiona, all of them. Also, on top of that, I'm late because I'm a little tired today. I didn't have my morning coffee because my agents sent me some suppies to like potentially work with a supplement company, and I wanted to test it out today, see if like it's actually good or not, and if it is good, you know, if I would work with them or not. But I haven't had any coffee yet, so I don't know if it's gonna be fucking good. Yeah, I'm being a fucking lab rat. No, it's not G Fuel. It's not. Is it FDA approved? I don't know. That insider interview was a good read. Good morning, King. Yeah. Yeah, I have a new article that popped off. There's a couple more coming out soon. New Yorker wants to do one as well. Hasan Piker just wants to have fun and talk shit. How the political pundit became an internet icon. We'll look at that in a little bit, obviously.
Let's go, boys.
Fuck. Demasius with the playlist. Thank you, Demasius. Today we're going to talk about ISIS-K, the K variant. More like ISIS-CIA. We'll do a little bit more hogwatch, obviously. Milo Yiannopoulos appears to have COVID, and he is taking ivermectin. You know, that's good stuff, obviously. You know. Motherfucker trying to look at space. Yeah, that small streamer you rated last night is close to reaching 1 million followers on TikTok. Good for her. Yeah, dude, I've just been fucking sleeping, dude.
Thanks for the 10
I did that thing where, lol, how much did your agent pay for that article? Once again, people with zero understanding of how the media operates. Do you know how many fucking articles I choose not to do? Like, every outlet would love to fucking write a nice little puff piece that automatically means clicks for them. You know that, right?
9 months. Let's go, Hassel.
Anyway, Tucker Carlson's talking about Jeff Bezos.
Happy 1 year, love you all, Hassel.
What happened with your raid yesterday? I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Like, there's recommended streamers, and there was like a random recommended streamer that because Will wasn't live, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna raid this like recommended streamer instead. And then like I didn't realize that she fucking literally had, this was like her first stream or something. I don't fucking know. I raid and then I turn off the PC boys. I don't know what the fuck happens afterwards. But yeah, apparently she's like fucking, what was it? She's like 15 and literally it was her first ever fucking stream or something. Like she had no moderators or something. So I'm just not gonna raid anymore. I'm just never going to raid all streamers ever again. Cause like, remember, one of the parts for me, one of the problems with the raids is like, one of the problems with the raids is that like, what do you call it? Like there's people that I've banned, right? Like there's people that I've banned that are just sitting in here like hate watchers and shit. And
thanks for 8 months.
Oh shit. Did something serious happen? No, nothing serious happened. No, dude, nothing serious happened. It's just like, also I have like dumbass fucking idiots in my chat who are like, oh my god, it's like the worst thing that's ever happened, you fucking traumatized person. Like, no, it's of course people fucking completely overreacting because they're like babied in this like nice little fucking safe space that we've created for them on the internet. So like any moment that like there's fucking someone dropping like a fucking ASCII in someone's chat, they're like, this is literally terrorism. This is terrorism. You are conducting terrorism. Okay? Why are you doing stochastic terrorism? So like, you know, shut the fuck up, idiotic lefties that think,
banana,
you know, this is like the worst thing that's ever happened.
4 months of humility with my boy.
Anyway, ivermectin meme. Potentially catastrophic Hurricane Ida expected to rapidly strengthen heading to Louisiana. Yeah, I know. It's popping off. These are girl bosses. Yeah. They are gatekeeping. I've seen. Yeah, this sound has gone officially fucking super viral on TikTok. This sound has like literally just gone viral on TikTok now. These are girl bosses. They are gatekeeping. They are slay queening. They are doing this in the name of Allah, of course, but they are doing girl boss shit. These are girl bosses. Yeah. What is this? looking for the one gray name take.
11 months chat.
I saw on Twitter people were screenshotting every single person posting ASCII so they could send it to you. Yeah, this is like, dude, y'all are doing deranged behavior if that's like what you think is terrible. Just shut the fuck up. Chill out. Okay? Anyway, did you meet via Getty? What?
Hassle. I have to do 6 weeks of physical therapy for my lower back.
This pastor said God would protect him from COVID and he died, LMAO. Okay, we'll do a little bit of hog watch too. All right, anyway, let's what is this funny TikTok of your house? seen this meme so many times now. It's the day after the revolution at Hasan's house. Yeah, QT came over and measured the fuck out of my house. Bro, she is a goddamn champion, dude. QT Cinderella, I do not deserve QT Cinderella as a friend, okay? I don't think anyone deserves her. She's like,
how dare you try
she's
to
insane,
redistribute the
dude.
attention to less successful streamers /s.
Like, absolutely insane. Anyway,
14 is when you can legally drink in Germany, Pogu.
get a big painting of Drake like that one guy. We'll look at... Yeah, so apparently many of the Afghans killed at the attack were extrajudicially executed by U.S. troops who saw any brown person as a legitimate target to shoot to kill. Yeah, there's a BBC report that came out about what was going on in Kabul in the ISIS attack that happened in Kabul.
Has mods.
I mean, do they consider the ISIS bombing to be American casualties too? Like American caused casualties? Because, you know, there's an argument to be made there as well. I haven't really been talking about it too much. You know what I'm saying? But like, ISIS is always suspiciously popping up wherever.
You won't.
Wherever the CIA is. It's crazy. And then they just go away. And then they also get shipped by, you know, American, sometimes when they're escaping, Raqqa, for example.
And watch has flex hassle.
Sometimes when they're escaping Raqqa, they end up escaping Raqqa at the, you know, with CIA supervision. So... Come on, now that's pure conspiracy law. What I just said about ISIS escaping Raqqa under CIA supervision is literally not a fucking conspiracy. Like, it's a conspiracy in the sense that, like, it's literally... It's a conspiracy in the sense that it's like they conspired. BBC uncovered details of a secret deal that led to hundreds of ISIS fighters. My man said that's a Turkish conspiracy. What the fuck are you talking about? Post-proletary. What the fuck are you talking about? Literally a Turkish talking boy. Shut the fuck up. It was a deal made with the YPG. They all went to Deir ez-Zor. Yeah, totally, dude. No, you're right. That's a Turkish conspiracy. You're right. Famous Turkish State Department propaganda coming from the BBC.
I've learned so much. Thank you.
I mean, that's a conspiracy in the sense that, like, they conspired. Anyway. Anyway.
And everything is going to hell in a handbasket. Whoa.
Turkey is making a deal with the Taliban on who runs the airport after the U.S. leaves. That's not surprising at all. I told you guys this already. Literally one day after Taliban took over Kabul, I told you that, like, Dostum pulled out his fucking troops to Tajikistan, which implies that Taliban is coordinating this takeover with America and also with Turkey. And at the time, I guess it was too fresh for you motherfuckers to understand what I was saying, because everyone was still like, what? The Taliban is taking over? The Taliban is taking over Afghanistan. I was like, nope. 100%. These guys are now a legitimate I've been telling you this since day one, that like these guys were going to be a legitimate government and they were going to facilitate deals with other like regional leaders. And you know, some of the moves that like
what happened to me, oh my god.
Some of the moves by like superpowers with interests in the region showed that. Facilitating deals with Russia to ensure that the embassy stayed intact.
Hassle.
Taliban meeting with fucking Chinese officials, and continuing the same mining contracts, in an effort to continue the same mining contracts. Turkey pulling out Dostum, which is their guy. Their warlord is Dostum, and sending him over to Tajikistan rather than fighting back against the Taliban. Guess what? I was fucking right. Bill Maher's dumbass take on woke culture in Afghanistan. Oh, I love this, dude. I fucking love this. I love that, like, oh fuck, who was it? All right, let me just blast off. Let's just talk about it. Let's just fucking get right into it. We're gonna do some news, okay?
I just got tested for COVID. Some anti-vax chick at work showed up sick and she doesn't wear her mask properly. Pray for me, chat. I've got a 4-month-old baby and a 5-year-old.
After the ISIS-K attack. But is critical race theory somehow to blame? Hogwatch. Anti-vax. 2021 Redux. Get in for memes and dreams. www.twitch.tv/HasanAbi. Okay.
I'm back from my hiatus in the jungle. XQCL.
So, didn't you say you like Bill Maher? Dude, shut up, jellied eel. Oh, fucking jellied eel. Look at this. The British. You see that? The British, they're out here, bruv. The British are out here, bruv, and they're fucking spreading conspiracies that I like Bill Maher. When I've never liked Bill Maher. This is bullshit. This is a completely made-up conspiracy. I've always hated Bill Maher. It was a one-time misspeak where I thought I was saying Bill Burr, and instead I said Bill Maher, but what would you expect from an individual who loves the British royal treat, jellied eels, to the degree that they would make their name jellied eel? What is this?
Before we blast off, shout out about 10 months Arjan. Love you more than life. Keep shining.
What?
And flexing.
Ludwig says God gives his
shout out to the
Allah gives the strongest warriors the toughest decisions. Oh, it's time. I've been practicing. This man's very excited. Let's do this, boys in the chat. MCC time. One of these is not like the others. George not found. Best MCC POV actual winner. MCC time. Woo. Huge day for Moist Esports. Jack Manifold TV practicing up until MCC. We're bombing Afghanistan. MCC 16 Orange Ocelots win.
Your mom.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is just like... Sirhan is coming for you. Yo, that's a really funny story that I'll get into in a second too. All right, let's just get started with like hard news first. ISIS-K threat looms over U.S. racing to evacuate Americans and allies from Afghanistan.
Has.
Bracing for another possible terror attack during evacuation efforts in Afghanistan. This comes after launching a deadly drone airstrike near the border with Pakistan against what's described as a planner for ISIS-K, an affiliate of the Islamic State terror group. Officials say the target was killed without any additional loss of life, backing up President Biden's promise to hunt down those responsible for Thursday's suicide bombing at Kabul airport. ISIS-K claims.
What's wrong with retaliating against ISIS? There's nothing wrong with retaliating against ISIS. I just think that, this bombing was rather strange.
What a long,
rather strange timing. They knew that it was going to happen.
Process all this.
It happened. And apparently a bunch of the casualties were also not just caused by the bombing, but because the U.S. military was pushing back and like shooting at everyone in retaliation. According to the BBC, that is. We'll get to that in a second. And I do hope that, this is just a limited strike and they don't just use this as a way to galvanize and bring in additional troops or something.
Turn the 8 upside down. It's 8 now.
Claimed responsibility for the blast that killed at least 170 people.
Sorry, as we know, BBC, the British broadcaster, is clearly doing Turkish propaganda in an effort to vilify America. So, I probably should stop using BBC as a resource, considering how much Turkish propaganda that they're doing.
People, including 13 U.S. service members. The U.S. Embassy in Kabul has issued a new warning to American citizens to avoid Kabul airport due to security threats.
These motherfuckers look younger than me. They are younger than you. Like, look at the faces of some of these dudes, man. They're like 19, 20, you know what I mean? 22.
Less than 3.
I'm 30 years old. Some of these dudes are like barely alive when 9/11 happened, and now they're in fucking Afghanistan for literally no reason, and they died. You know what I mean? That's what we are trying to prevent. We don't want that shit to happen over and over again. That's the whole purpose behind a swift evacuation.
Call me.
You know what I'm saying?
Skylar Henry is at the White House with the latest. Skylar, good morning.
Hey, Dana, good morning to you. Well, there are only 3 days left to evacuate the remaining Americans and Afghan allies before U.S. troops fully withdraw from Afghanistan. But President Biden remains steadfast in finishing the job, despite Thursday's attack and those potential threats by ISIS-K.
Heart goes out, our hearts go out to all those who we've lost.
In a meeting with Israel's new Prime Minister, Naftali Bennett, on Friday, President Biden said the mission in Afghanistan would continue.
The mission there being performed is dangerous, and it's come with a significant loss of American personnel. But it's a worthy mission because they continue to evacuate folks out of that region, out of the airport.
The White House confirming around 4,200 more people were evacuated out of Kabul Friday evening. More than 109,000 already out since August 14th. We're also learning more about the 13
Wait, I'm a little worried. There might be TOS.
service members killed in Thursday's blast. 11 Marines, 1 Army soldier, and 1 Navy medic. Max Soviak of Sandusky, Ohio. On Instagram, his sister wrote, "He was there to help people. And now he's gone, and my family will never be the same."
So when you see stuff like this, and you think to yourself, oh, we should have more of this, you're a psycho, okay? When I see stuff like this, I don't think to myself, oh, more soldiers should die. I think, no, we should swiftly and immediately evacuate and retreat to ensure that this does not happen, okay? Send them home.
The same. And 20-year-old Marine Riley McCollum of
This motherfucker was 20 years old, dude. 20 years old. 20 years old.
Wyoming. He was just a baby during the September 11th attacks. Now McCollum's widow is due with their baby in just a few weeks. Meanwhile, President Biden is drawing criticism. In Washington, some Republican lawmakers are calling for the president to resign or be impeached following Thursday's attack. Yesterday, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy fell short of those calls, but said there would be a, quote, day of reckoning for President Biden.
I'm extremely frustrated with this president. As I said, if you want to be president of the free world, you have to have the faith, the trust, and the confidence of the American public. President Biden lost that yesterday.
To Leader McCarthy's criticism, the Biden administration says now isn't the time for politics. The president's national security team says, quote, in all likelihood, another attack in Kabul is likely and that the next few days will be the most dangerous period to date as U.S. forces look to draw down by that August 31st deadline. Jeff?
Yeah, so they did a retaliatory attack because they knew where ISIS-K was hiding, apparently. And they bombed where ISIS-K was in a retaliatory attack.
Conducted an over-the-horizon counterterrorism operation against an ISIS-K planner and facilitator. The airstrike occurred in the Nangarhar province of Afghanistan.
Window into the mindset of the young army.
I'm gonna go to random people, asking them why they joined the army. Why'd you join the army?
Camaros.
Why'd you join the army?
I hate myself.
Why'd you join the army?
I don't know.
For us. Why'd you join the army?
I hate my life.
Triple, why'd you join the army?
This gourmet food.
Gourmet food. Coleman, why'd you join the army?
I thought I'd be allowed to eat in peace.
Fuck you.
Flores, why'd you join the army? Hey, Holmes, why'd you join the army?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Hey, why'd you join the army? Why'd you join the army?
I don't know. I wish I did.
Hey, why'd you join the army?
I don't know, man. I thought that was a good idea at the time, bro.
Hey, Bullard, why'd you join the army?
Money.
Why'd you join the army?
I'm retarded.
Yeah, they're fucking kids, dude. They're like little kids. They're little babies, dude. It's so fucking sad. And then they join and they get fucked up. And then they're like basically suplexed into the back of their minds like this notion of like military excellence. American imperialism being the righteous cause, and also American exceptionalism. America can do no wrong. And then they come out and they're fucking chuds. You know what I mean? They just like come out and they're fucked up and they're just like massive fucking Republican idiots. You know what I'm saying? Sucks.
Subs gets notification we're bombing Afghanistan. Yeah, that's about right. Thanks, Hasan.
I can confirm, as more information has come in, that 2 high-profile ISIS targets were killed and 1 was wounded. And we know of 0 civilian casualties. Without specifying any future plans, I will say that we will continue to have the ability to defend ourselves and to leverage over-the-horizon capability to conduct counter-terrorism operations as needed.
I was almost.
We continue to evacuate American citizens and vulnerable Afghans out of Kabul. In fact, there are approximately 1,400 individuals at the Kabul.
The K in ISIS-K signifies like Khorasan as the province that they operate in. Okay.
Kabul airport who have been screened and manifested for flights today. As I said yesterday, we have the ability to include evacuees on military airlift out of Afghanistan until the very end. This is a massive military, diplomatic, security, and humanitarian undertaking for the United States.
Dude, well, I think he just means the evacuation, but I do love humanitarian bombings.
And our allies. And so I'll give you a specific update of the last 24. Yesterday, 32 U.S. military aircraft, 27 C-17s, and 5 C-130s departed with approximately 4,000 personnel. Combined with 34 coalition aircraft departures, an additional 2,800 personnel left Kabul for various intermediate staging bases. 66 flights left out of Kabul yesterday in that 24-hour period, with 6,800 evacuees. Today, I can report an updated total evacuation that is more than 117,000, the vast majority of which are Afghans. Of this total number, approximately 5,400 are American citizens.
So, I've talked about this already, but yeah, let's look at the BBC coverage real quick on this, because apparently, according to the BBC's reports, some of the casualties in Kabul did not actually die from.
The Dem loses 13 service.
Did not actually die from the bombs, but instead they died under U.S. military fire.
Terrible COVID measures. Give him another 4 years. Best president. Lol.
Now there's terms of service violations in this video, so I'm just going to show you some of it, not all of it. But here's the report from last night on the awful attack outside of Kabul airport as families still search for Kabul's morgues for their loved ones. Many we spoke to, including eyewitnesses, said a significant number of those killed were shot dead by U.S. forces in the panic after the blast. No response from the U.S. Secretary of Defense to a question from us about the firing.
Biden will personally drone strike you.
Should add 12 U.S. service personnel were also killed in the attack. ISIS-K has an awful history of suicide bombings on soft civilian targets in Kabul. Now, of course, I'm going to cover this,
distraught,
but you're never going to see this in U.S. media. Like, I fucking doubt it. Just like it's difficult for them to even mention the 90 to 100 Afghan civilians that died, where the news coverage exclusively almost features the 12 military members that died. You're not going to fucking hear about this.
Relatives search Kabul's morgues looking for their loved ones.
This baby you managed to save? Yeah. But then there's another baby.
Amongst those killed, Mohammed Niazi, a taxi driver from London who had travelled to Kabul to try and help his family get inside the airport. His eldest daughter and youngest child are still missing. His wife was also killed. His brother...
Oh, the fucking audio is terrible. Oh my god, I didn't even realize it's like one ear. Oh my god, dude, you guys are such fucking babies. Like, chill, I'm gonna fix it, dude. Holy shit. Y'all are insane sometimes, man. Jesus Christ, here.
Was at the airport alongside him.
I saw some small children on the river. It was so bad. It was doom day for us.
Many of those we meet say their relatives weren't killed in the blast, but by firing in the confusion afterwards. They believe by foreign soldiers.
Somehow I saw the American soldier and beside this there were Turkish soldiers.
Look, listen to this.
But by firing in the confusion afterwards. They believe by foreign soldiers.
Somehow I saw the American soldier and beside this there were Turkish soldiers. So the fire come from the bridges, like the towers.
From the soldiers?
Yeah, from the soldiers.
Jesus Christ, what an image, dude. Holy shit.
America's Department of Defense didn't reply to our request for comment. The suicide bombing, claimed by the Islamic State group, would have ripped through the densely packed crowd, causing panic. IS has repeatedly launched devastating attacks in the city. The blast has left 2-year-old Mohammad Reza fighting for his life. This looks set to be one of the deadliest incidents ever in this horrific conflict. So many of the victims, those who had worked with the international community. Noor Mohammed had been employed alongside American forces.
The guy has served U.S. Army for years, and the reason he lost his life. He wasn't killed by Taliban, he wasn't killed by ISIS. US Army started shelling.
How can you be sure?
Because of the bullet. The bullet went inside of his head, next to right here, near to his ear. He doesn't have any injury.
These are Nur Muhammad's 8 children.
Yup.
I don't know where to begin. Like, this is it. You don't look away from this shit, dude. This is the reality, okay? This is what happens. And it's in the same exact fucking vein as, okay, if one more fucking idiot sends me this Occupy Democrat shit, I'm gonna start blasting, okay? Take a fucking week off, dumbass. I don't care about some dumbass fucking Occupy Democrats stupid ass fucking Facebook page that is a stupid ass fucking Twitter page, and whether or not they've been taken over by neoliberals or something. You're a fucking idiot for caring about that when I'm literally covering like the horrifying reality of war. I don't care. Stop fucking being a moron, you stupid, pathetic fucking baboons who literally cannot see anything outside of their own immediate fucking horse blinders. Every little thing is just like, it's like you are no different than the dumbasses who are like, XQC sneezed on stream, that come in here and they're like, XQC sneezed on stream. What do you have to say about that? XQC sneezed on stream. What do you have to say about that? You are literally the exact same energy as those fucking idiots, except the only difference is like, you're talking about some other dumbass, stupid ass, bullshit ass. Nobody cares about this shit. Fuck, man. What happened here is exactly is completely aligned with the same energy as the media not talking about the casualties on the Afghan side. Okay? It comes from a place of not having, not seeing these people as human beings, but rather collateral damage, just like, you know, casualties that are going to happen in war. And that kind of attitude can only manifest after years and years and years of propagandizing against the Afghan citizens, against brown people, against Muslims, tying it back to white supremacist undertones. And only then do you not even bat an eye when, like, you know,
more terrorists.
American military members in the fog of war are just fucking, you know, ripping into a crowd of civilians, which even includes people that worked side by side with the U.S. Army in Afghanistan.
Is the root cause that breeds racism.
Okay? That's how it works. It's the exact same kind of energy that that purposely vilifies and dehumanizes these people. That's the reason why you don't hear about this in the news, and you will never hear about it. And that's the only time when you ever bring this shit up. Mods, can you guys nuke the XQC for like at least 10 minutes? Thank you. Because people are fucking being insane.
10-month pog.
Like, just holy shit.
He had hoped to give them a better life. Instead, this afternoon, they said a final goodbye. Those killed in this awful attack were trying to escape years of violence in Afghanistan. Instead, they became the latest victims in a country torn apart by bloodshed.
So do you think Soviets were saying good things about the Deutsch in the 1940s? This is how armies were. You dehumanize the enemy. Bro, are you fucking stupid? Did you just compare random Afghan citizens to the Nazis with a standing army that were engaging in like some of the most violent and horrific actions? You fucking psycho. I mean, you are personally engaging in, like, you've been drip fed that propaganda so fucking hard. You've been drip fed that propaganda so hard, and you've taken it on so fucking aggressively that you don't even bat an eye when you make this comparison. You don't even think like, perhaps this is a completely inappropriate thing to say. Like, they're not at war, motherfucker. America decided to occupy. America decided to take over the country. They're not at war. There's no standing army. It's hardly something you could consider a war, to be honest.
Army Lieutenant General Doug Lute, a former U.S. ambassador to NATO. He joins us now from Arlington, Virginia. Ambassador Lute, good morning to you. It's good to have you. First, I want to get your thoughts on that breaking news on the U.S. drone strike targeting an ISIS-K planner. The U.S. is warning of additional attacks in these final days, but the evacuation mission is still underway. Is there a risk this strike could make the situation even more dangerous for our troops on the ground there?
No, actually, I think this strike demonstrates what the president promised, which was the development and execution of an over-the-horizon capability to strike terrorists if they pop up in Afghanistan. And striking just in the wake of the current attack, or the tragic attack at Kabul Air Base, I think actually suppresses the ISIS capability and causes them to actually seek cover.
It's fucking bullshit, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is. It's nothing. It's just to like shut Americans the fuck up back home because they're so horny and so desperate for bloodshed. That's all this is. You think those motherfuckers are still operating out of known locations? There's a reason why, like, you know, apparently they have 4,000 members. I don't know if I believe that. But according to reports, they have 4,000 members and 2 people died and 1 injured. What happened, dude? I thought we knew where their base was, their base of operations was. All you did was blow up. I mean, I don't know if they fucking blew up actual villagers or not. I don't know if the dudes were like legit ISIS, but that kind of stuff, that kind of like retaliatory strike is not necessarily done to, like, you know, disrupt ISIS base of operations or anything like that. It's just to do a show of force so that the American media that's like horny for fucking war and bloodshed will shut the fuck up for a brief moment. Okay? That's all that is doing. It's like $250,000 minimum of payload for what? 2 fucking dudes? I don't know. Hey, at least they got their headline, though. So. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Lie low, if you will, and probably has a good effect in terms of security around the airport.
I'm sure many people are hoping you are correct on that. I do want to talk about this volunteer group of American veterans. They've been working unofficially to get at-risk Afghan elite forces and their families out of the country. Details of the mission truly extraordinary. There will be books, documentaries, and things that come out telling this story. But why did it come to this? And what does it say that these veterans feel compelled to act on their own without the help of the U.S. government?
Well, I think, first of all, it shows the very close, tight, dedicated personal connection, interpersonal connection between American soldiers, American diplomats, and the Afghans who have worked so closely with us with such dedication.
Yeah, you know, close and personal connections. Like, you know, potentially shooting some of the people down there because you were worried and it was a chaotic scene, you know, that kind of close and personal connection.
Over the years. Look, the reality is that the situation on the ground dictated the sort of tight security perimeter provided by the U.S. military. And it was only based on that tight security perimeter that these sorts of very hazardous, very risky operations took place. I don't know any details, but they're certainly inspiring stories.
And they say they were able to get hundreds out of Afghanistan to the airport. I want to get your take on this, too, because obviously you're an ambassador to NATO, which we mentioned. But what does the crisis in Afghanistan mean for America standing on the world stage and how allies feel about the U.S. and its ability to keep its word, keep its commitments?
Well, look, America's standing, America's reputation in the world, among NATO allies, but even more broadly, I think rests on two pillars. First, American values, and second, America's competence, America's ability to deliver on those values. And look, there's no question that the events of the last several days and weeks placed both of those in question and they've been challenges. But I don't think they're existential challenges. I don't think they're decisive. America will bounce back, and our allies have been with us through tough times before, and I think they'll stay with us this time as well.
So much at stake. Ambassador Lute, thank you so much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here.
Okay, thank you so much, Doug. Let's bring in now Fox News contributor and retired Marine bomb technician Joey Jones. Good morning, Joey.
Good morning, guys.
This is the guy that was like talking about how there's monsters under my bed, right? When I was saying these guys are bloodthirsty monsters, and this guy was like quote tweeting me saying, look under your bed and in your house or something for the monsters.
Joey. So you heard the report there from Doug, Joey. We have executed a drone attack on an ISIS-K planner somewhere in Afghanistan, somewhat removed from Kabul. This, we would hope, would be a beginning. Is it sufficient at this point? What do you expect to see next?
Okay, so there's a lot we don't know, and that's the first thing to say. Pete and I were up late last night talking about this, and what I told Pete was, listen.
Here's the thing I don't understand. Like, homie, look at what's going on down here. Like, that literally never had to happen. Okay? That did not have to happen, brother. Like, what? Like, how are you going to sit there and literally fucking advocate for that happening to other 18-year-olds from Iowa? Like, I will never understand that. Like, I just don't understand how you had your shit blown off by some fucking improvised IEDs. You know what I mean? Like an IED that they made out of like literally the trash that they found at a fucking U.S. military base. This is not ableism, chat. What happened to him is horrific. The point is, like, how are you going to turn around and just like advocate for more of that? And like, I think he wears the shorts on purpose to like show you, like, this is me. This is what's going on. And he's like, that's fine. You can be proud of overcoming your injuries, and that's a wonderful thing. But like, you know, don't use it as a way to like add additional legitimacy to yourself exclusively to fucking turn around and just be like, yeah, we should do this to more kids. Like, really, dude? That's what we should do? Like, we should just make sure that more fucking 18-year-olds are out there in random parts of the fucking world blowing the fuck up? Yeah, I think not, man. I got different opinions.
What do you expect to see next?
Okay, so there's a lot we don't know, and that's the first thing to say. Pete and I were up late last night talking about this, and what I told Pete was, listen, this is a moment to take a breath. We've all been begging the president to do something, if nothing else, for posture, and we talked about how important posture is.
Because he understands what sacrifice is? Hey, dumbass, he clearly doesn't understand. Okay? Why do you think the VA had to send out an email blast to like every fucking active duty and veteran service member? Because it was a big wake-up call for a lot of people who were like, holy shit, my fucking best friends literally died for no reason. Because they did. Or rather, they didn't die for a reason. They didn't die for a reason, or they didn't sacrifice for a reason that would help them. That was not like honorable or just or beneficial to America in general. They sacrificed their fucking legs, their bodies, their brains exclusively so that, you know, the American military industrial complex can make more money. American contractors could make more money. That's it. So shut the fuck up. He understands sacrifice. No, he doesn't. Like, he literally doesn't. He is fundamentally misunderstanding the real reason why he sacrificed. Unless he sacrificed so he get a fucking sweet book deal now and, you know, get praised by people, and maybe he's happy about it. In which case, you know, who knows? Homie lost his fucking legs so that, you know, Northrop Grumman, Raytheon, Boeing, Booz Allen Hamilton could end up, you know, justifying more and more budgets for the new weapons of war that they were going to test out in Afghanistan. That's why he fucking sacrificed the legs. So that we could, like, you know, control opium production. Anything outside of that, any sort of like moral posturing beyond that is fucking idiotic. It's just wrong.
The mobile infantry has made me the man I am today.
But hey, he's got fucking 50% off Oakleys, am I right? Good shit, dude. That's definitely worthwhile. Anyway. I want to do a segue, but like, it's too rough. I'm just not going to do it. It's top of the fucking hour. I got to run the first ad break of the day. Okay? I was going to say, don't sacrifice the ad break. If you don't want to see the ad breaks, you know, you can subscribe for $5 or for free. If you have a Twitch Prime, it's free. You can use an ad block or a VPN. You know, these are methods that you can use and apply for an ad-free broadcasting experience. But here's the ad break now. Be careful, it's on you and veterans don't mix. That's not true. Me and hog veterans don't mix.
Our enemy needs to know we're willing to strike back. And it's very frustrating that they didn't feel that way up until this. That's Monday morning quarterbacking, or it's after action, whatever.
Bitch, what are you doing right now? Like what? I mean, that's literally what he's doing. Bro, that's always so funny. It's like when people in the media that are engaging in Monday morning quarterbacking call out others for doing like armchair general shit or Monday morning quarterbacking. Like, well, that's what you're doing, dog. It's not like you're fucking out there right now.
I think it's important to note this is probably not retaliation. This is prevention. This is the Biden administration saying we've got thousands more people to leave the airport. We need to get them out as soon as possible. We want to make sure this bombing doesn't happen again. I would not say this is a retaliation mission as much as stopping this from happening again, which still leaves a lot of open-ended questions. What about the Americans that are out in Afghanistan? What about the SIV holders that didn't make it there? I mean, I got a message, a heartbreaking message this morning from a former colleague that's trying to get someone that this person knows the Taliban is looking for. And it also leaves the question of, are we still going to rely on the Taliban, knowing that ISIS-K are Taliban fighters that the Taliban wasn't radical enough for? Now, at leadership, there may be some severing, but on the lower levels, you gotta know these are guys that are buddies, right? It's like, hey, man, I'm going to join this gang instead of that gang kind of thing. And I just don't know that, if anything, this is evidence that we can't trust an organization that, I don't know, took my legs, took a dozen of my friends. Maybe they're not going to provide security. I don't know if they're in cahoots or collusion with ISIS-K, but they certainly aren't our friend.
But we're sharing intelligence with them. We gave them essentially a kill list of Americans. And now, as Pete was talking about earlier, biometric data, they're now saying that somehow got into their hands, is now being used to hunt down, people who helped us.
The saddest thing about all this for me, number one, are the 13 heroes we lost, obviously. And the State Department spokesperson that said the most important metric was the amount of people we airlifted. Give me 5 minutes alone with that guy.
After that attack happened.
I think it was Jake Sullivan, I think. And so, anyway, that's something different. But
it's not different. It's all part of this.
No, you're absolutely right. But what's most concerning to me is 20 years ago we came into Afghanistan, we pushed Taliban out. Now, 20 years later, they know what we do, how we do it, and how we try to accomplish it.
They have our equipment.
There's two things we own. We own the night and we own the air. And we've given them an upper hand on both of those. And that just really, that's devastating for the next generation of warrior that will undoubtedly have to fight these people somewhere. Maybe not in Afghanistan. But radical Islamic terror doesn't decide to like the United States all of a sudden. We're the ultimate enemy. We're the infidel. We're the reason why they can't accomplish their mission. And that's not going to change. If we're over the horizon in several other countries, then they're going to hate us just as much everywhere else.
You mentioned the Taliban and ISIS-K. Well, our own Jennifer Griffin asked John Kirby that question. If they're at odds, why were they released by the Taliban from our base in Bagram? Take a listen to this.
Many ISIS-K
Yeah, why were they released, dude? That's so strange.
9 months, Pog.
I wonder why they were released. I don't know. Let's see what the Pentagon has to say about why they were released. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of weird that they were releasing ISIS members.
Prisoners were left at Bagram and are believed to have been released from the prison there. And why weren't they removed before the U.S. pulled out to someplace like Gitmo?
Well, I don't know the exact number. Clearly, it's in the thousands when you consider
nice shirt.
Both prisons, because both of them were taken over by the Taliban and emptied. But I couldn't give you a precise figure.
So ISIS-K is not a new entity. Remember when...
It's weird, man. Dude, by the way, the Pentagon press pool is so insane. The lady straight up is like, yo, why don't we just fucking, drop ship some of these ISIS motherfuckers into Gitmo? Into our little prison island that we have off the coast of fucking, the United States in Cuba. That's such a wild take. Dude, how the fuck do we ever, how can we ever think that we're the good guys, dude? That sentence in and of itself is such a psychotic sentence. Hey, shouldn't we airdrop the terror cell members that we created? Okay, we functionally created. Shouldn't we airdrop them into our Cuban island prison? I don't understand. Why aren't we fucking drop shipping them into our Cuban island prison? What the fuck? Look at how normal that sentiment is, dude.
both prisons, because both of them were taken over by the Taliban and emptied.
Up that Moab in Afghanistan, that was on 90 ISIS-K fighters in a cave. And we also, they had been on such an offensive.
Yeah, the Moab, mother of all bombs, on a cave that killed 90 people, dude. What a fucking profound success. Yet another example of, like, the war in Afghanistan and the war on terror being just an expensive fucking endeavor for our military-industrial complex. The mother of all bombs, the Moab, is how much? How much is it? It's like $2 million, right? $2 million. Sorry. The total program cost $314 million. They made 20 bombs, and each individual air blast, or each individual bomb, cost $16 million. Wow, dude. We killed 90 ISIS guys in a fucking cave, dude. My estimations are wildly off today.
Hasan, you have to yell.
Wow, dude. Each individual ISIS guy that we fucking killed. $144,444. Just the bomb on its own. Awesome.
Against ISIS-K, that thousands of them were locked up. Then we leave them be to be released, and these might be the very same people killing our boys.
What's most concerning about this, and the Trump administration has done a great job with their messaging since it started. Obviously, they're not in office right now, so they're not making decisions. It's easy for them to say. But the one thing they have said is that President Trump's relentlessness to attack a group through drone strikes or what have you is why they weren't attacking us. I read a New York Post report that 2017.
That's literally a lie. The only reason why the Taliban were not attacking and just like owning the fuck out of the other like 18-year-old troops that were there was because of the conditional withdrawal. That's it. Shouts out to Donald Trump. He kind of did that shit. Okay. That's the only reason why they weren't fucking murking U.S. soldiers. It's a lie.
In 2018, Trump's administration killed the leader of ISIS-K over and over again. Every time a new one come up, they would help or kill them. They said the estimated strength was about 2,200. So if we just let thousands out, does that mean we just doubled their strength? I mean, there's a reason why we haven't seen them in the headlines attacking us. That's because we did a good job attacking them. And does this give them an opportunity to replenish their ranks? It's not about blame. It's about where do we go.
Well, Trump also did facilitate the release of the Taliban. So there's also that too.
And I don't want anyone at that airport to get injured or killed again. And I just hope that President Biden understands these types of actions are necessary because that's the language that our enemy speaks. And I know they're not afraid to die, but they're also calculated. They're not going to just give themselves up either. And so if this does anything to push them back long enough to get our people out, I don't think the Biden administration is going to do anything to go get people in Kabul until they get everyone out of that airport and do something afterwards. So if that's the case, if that's their decision, I want the people that are at that airport to not be attacked again.
Joey, I'm a mom. I'm not a military expert. I've said this before on the show, but I'm.
Wait, what? You're not a military expert? Okay, shut the fuck up, I guess, then. I'm a mom. I'm not a military expert. Oh, shit. Damn, dude. Shocked to find out that none of these people are military experts, and neither am I, by the way. But, you know, the difference is that I do bring on experts.
I'm thinking, okay, you left them in the prison in back.
Dude, moms are so wild. Like, someone fucking cream pied me, so I'm gonna talk about this issue right now. Okay, someone cream pied me, which means my kid does not need to wear a mask. It's like, all right, dude. Got it.
Hi.
I'm a mom, which means I get to make medical decisions.
Bagram Airport, you shut off the lights and left them there. The Taliban comes in.
Someone needs to describe to me what's going on in this dude's head right now.
And releases them. Wouldn't that be the perfect moment to drone those guys?
And there were a lot of perfect moments to be on the offensive to take out some of our enemy. I think the decision was made probably even a few years ago on how we were going to leave, as far as if we were going to attack the Taliban or how we were going to do that. I don't know if the decision was made that, hey, let's replenish our stock. I don't know that that was ever part of the plan. That was very much a reactionary thing, right? And leaving Bagram was inexplicable, if you ask me, especially the way we did it. That when we left Bagram over a month ago, I believe, what we did, we didn't just weaken the Afghan National Security Force, we telegraphed to our enemies how weak they were. So if you want to know why the Afghan National Security Force fell so quickly, maybe it's because when we left...
Maybe it's because we literally did not, one, ever care about beefing up the Afghan security forces, demonstrated by the Pentagon Papers, or two, did not bring in our own puppet government that we had installed that was already incredibly fucking corrupt to the table to even bargain with the Taliban. That's how little we gave a shit about their, government. Maybe those are the two main reasons why, like, the dudes were like, why the fuck would we fight when America's not, like, even on our side on this?
Left Bagram and they didn't have lights on anymore, that empowered our enemies and that bolstered our enemies. That gave them the motivation and the confidence to go in 3 days and take over Kabul. And I think that any military leader that isn't looking at this and at least trying to learn from it, because I don't know that anyone cares about accountability anymore, they're just going to put us right back in a bad situation.
Just really quickly, it was a small comment you made. Last week, we sat on this couch and we worried about the imminent inflection point that those gates represented. Of course, 1 week later, we saw it come to reality. Just a small...
Literally, CNN headline, bro, from Harry Enton. Nice analysis, Harry. It's not just Afghanistan. Americans are losing faith on Biden on many issues. Bro, they are... Like, this is Joe Biden, folks. This is the media darling. This is like liberal media's very own Joseph Robinette Biden. And even he's getting butt fucked. Okay? Could you imagine any other president doing some shit like this, dude? This is their guy. Like, this is their guy. He was so their guy that, like, they told us over and over again that he was not geriatric. They told us over and over again that, like, no, it was in your head. It's all in your head. You're ableist for making fun of him. He has a stutter. And now they're just like, hey, this motherfucker sucks dick, dude. Americans hate him. He's a piece of shit. How dare he pull out of Afghanistan? They're fucking fake friends. Me, I'm a real homie, okay? I ride with Biden when no one else will. I ride with Biden when the White House is not on my side, okay? That's right. That's the real difference. We're ride or die, Jack. I'll get in the goddamn Mustang with you. Go get some vanilla ice cream, baby. Build back better, Jack. They're just fucking ripping into everything. I can't wait for them to use the infrastructure bill, too. I can't wait for the terrorist mainstream media to fucking blow up that goddamn infrastructure bill because they are so mad and they're so angry that they look embarrassed that, like, the American empire looked like a fucking silly fool.
Fog.
And because of that, they will try to fucking blow up the goddamn infrastructure bill, too. Comment when you were talking, you said something about scattered out throughout Afghanistan. And I think there's so much attention on Kabul. We forget there are Americans who are not in Kabul, who are still in Afghanistan, who also represent targets. And as ISIS-K or Al-Qaeda or the Haqqani network or the Taliban take over the entire country, we have vulnerable.
I bet you won't keep talking shit when he gets the upgrade. Stop. That was fucked up. I do not think that's
all
funny.
over the country, not just in Kabul.
And with those Americans scattered throughout Afghanistan, I think one thing that makes people, and regular Americans are starting to understand this, it makes people so mad, is when you stand in front of that podium, or maybe you think it's a pulpit, the way they like to preach at us, and you say, well, those Americans that don't want to be here, that didn't answer the call, those are individual stories. A lot of those people are begging their own family or trying to get a hold of their own family. That's why they haven't made it over there yet. If you want to point blame on anything here, ask why over the last 6 or even 18 months we weren't processing visas.
Right.
Like 3 weeks ago, the story was veterans are outraged. They can't get their interpreter a visa. It wasn't, we might have known this was going to fall.
No one was. Wrong. No one was talking about it 2 weeks ago. Until the Taliban took over, they were barely bringing it up. That's wrong. It's literally wrong. No one was talking about this issue a month ago. That's such a lie, dude. You know what people were talking about a month ago? CRT. Okay? Critical race theory. That's one of the best things that happened with this withdrawal, which is like always going to be bloody no matter what happens. It's the right thing to do regardless, right? But one of the greatest things that has happened is the fact that like no one gives a shit about CRT now. And you see like that fucking piece of shit, what's his name? Christopher Rufo or whatever, the guy that works at Manhattan Institute who like came up with the CRT propaganda, desperately trying to tie the Afghan situation to the CRT. Critical race theory. You see him like no one gives a fuck about critical race theory anymore. Wait, hold on. Let me just like, I want to look at the Google trends of CRT right now. Let's see. Liverpool, Chelsea, Bravo. Oh my God. Everyone fucking dumbasses is caring about. Wait, what? In Malaysia?
Much love, Hasan. 17 months of being a resident Malta.
Let's do. Womp womp. There you go, dude. What? What's going on, dude? Please. Please, let's talk about CRT again, please. Yo, that shit fell off, dude. That shit fucking fell off, dude. Hold on. I'm gonna give you even more than that. What happened, bro? Antifa, right?
17 months here as well. 2 hearts. 2 hearts.
And by the way, they're searching Antifa on like during the fucking riots. Let's look at Antifa over the past 5 years, actually.
Generic TTS comment.
Wow. What? That's so surprising, dude. What is that, dude? What? Antifa fell off too. Wow. That's so strange, dude. That's such a strange thing. Let's look at critical race theory. Oh, no. Fell off like a fucking... Fell off a goddamn cliff,
the
dude.
Hood watches Afghanistan now.
Yeah, what's up, dude? Yo, the Hood watches Taliban now, okay? CRT fell off. L plus ratio plus you're white plus you fucking fell off plus the Hood watches the Taliban now, okay? CRT fell off harder than fucking... CRT fell off harder than Cyberpunk, said someone in the chat. Let's do another one. I love doing these, by the way. So let's look at ivermectin, right? It's popping off.
Wide peepo happy.
Wow, look at that, dude. Look at that. It's so obvious, dude. This grift is so transparent. It's so fucking obvious. Look at that. Trump talks about hydroxychloroquine. Everybody talks about hydroxychloroquine. Bam, shit's fucking done, okay? Then, once that's done, we get into ivermectin. And now ivermectin is having its fucking moment in the spotlight. Here, let's do another one. The migrant caravan. What? What happened, dude? No one cares about the migrant caravan, but they're coming in, dude. That's it. Stay fucking woke, dude. Hey, chat. Stay fucking woke, dude. Sheeple. Check HasanAbi. I mean... Let's see. Wait, what is this? What happened here? Oh, this is like the election coverage. Yeah, HasanAbi's falling off too, boys. Falling off a goddamn cliff.
Free Amazon Prime form turkeys.
Election. I fell off since the election. So the point I was gonna make is, you know, these are all bullshit things. They're not like real issues. They're just like made up. Yeah, Hassan Piker is still like the moment. My moment of recognition is still suspiciously around 8/21/2019. It's weird. Damn, Miskiff blew the fuck up on December 2020. Also fell off though.
I love you, Dad.
I'm fucking killing it in Vermont. Ain't nobody looking up Miskiff in Vermont. The hood watches HasanAbi in Vermont. Do Aiden Ross? I kind of don't want to do Aiden Ross. I feel like he's going to knock us out of the fucking park. Holy shit. Oh my God, dude. Aiden Ross on any given day is like bigger than 8/21. That's crazy. That's a fat L, dude. That is a fat fucking L, dude. Miskiff gonna be Google Translator today, Joe? What? Oh yeah, he'll do it. The hood really does watch Aiden Ross now. Holy shit.
It's like an election map. Mize Keef with the southern states, lol.
Vermont and DC stay strong for HasanAbi, you know? Delaware too, Jack, where Joe Biden's from. Arkansas as well. And New Mexico. Let's add XQC. Oh my God! What the fuck? XQC coming into the fucking equation, just completely overtaking. The entire map is green. Even in Vermont, dude. It's a landslide, dude. Do worldwide. It's going to be XQC by a wide margin. Yeah. Even in Turkey, I got like 37% of the market. XQC still corners 50. All right, let's take XQC out of this because he fucking destroys the statistics. Let's see. Worldwide. Aiden Ross popping off in South Africa, dude. What the fuck? Why is he popping off in South Africa? Yo, Miskiff is huge in Brazil, dude. What the fuck? Is this because is it because I tell people I'll never go to Brazil? He pops off in Canada too. South Korea loves HasanAbi. Put in Ludwig. Oh my, what the fuck? Oh, it's because of the subathon that he did. Holy shit.
Please do QC at HasanAbi.
The subathon is insane, dude.
Yo, come to Brazil.
Oh, wait. Ludwig is also... Oh. Well, I know, but it did happen during subathon, isn't it? It's also
Isn't
because
that
it's a
all good
name,
with
though.
Zoe?
It's like
That's
it
a
is
popular
just a
Miyama.
name. Do cussy? I'm not doing cussy. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Boys, never mind. That was because Ludwig is yeah. Yeah, no, he did it in March. And he got some.
Yeet my
Careful of the nitty gritty. I hate that people always say that now because it's like I'm not even looking at like. Yes, baby, Turkey. Okay, you know who will defeat me in Turkey though? See? 84% Amaranth, dude! Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Düzce, Eskişehir, Sakarya, all Amaranth, 100% Amaranth. Dude, this is why I say Amaranth is Turkish, dude. This is why I say Amaranth is fucking Turkish. He owns it, dude. Oh my god. Sakarya don't go on the internet except for Amaranth. Yeah, literally. Oh my god, dude. This is wild. Kahramanmaraş, Adana, Osmaniye, Şanlıurfa, Elazığ, Malatya, Giresun, Rize, Samsun. Everywhere, dude. In Istanbul, I got 8% of the market.
This campaign.
Amaranth got 86% in Istanbul. Bro, how can an entire country be down so cataclysmic, dude? Down so abysmal, bro. Doğru. Just astronomically down bad. Holy fuck, start searching HasanAbi instead of Hassan Piker. No, more people know me as my fucking full name, dude. See? Okay, maybe not. Maybe in Turkey people know me as HasanAbi, but yeah, I got a big boost from Ankara all of a sudden. But like people know me more as HasanAbi or Hasan instead of HasanAbi.
Hi, Arjan, it's been a minute. I missed you.
Related queries. HasanAbi height. How tall is Miskiff? HasanAbi net worth. HasanAbi house. Vosh. HasanAbi political views. How tall is Miskiff? Miskiff schooled. Ludwig. Miskiff sister name. Miskiff drama. Aiden sister. Aiden Ross age. Twitch. Aiden Ross sister. Twitch Aiden Ross. Aw, Ludwig is like, Ludwig Ogren birthday. Ludwig Ogren girlfriend. Amaranth hot tub. Indie Fox. Amaranth OnlyFans free. Amaranth OnlyFans. Amaranth OnlyFans leak. Dude, it's wild that I fucking murder in Saudi Arabia. Like I actually, it's like the one country where I maintain a larger share of the market than any other country. Which I shit on Saudi Arabia a lot, dude. That's kind of scary to me, dude. Maybe it's kind of like you know, Turkey, where there's a lot of people who like hate the fucking monarchy and you know, watch me from Saudi Arabia. Lithuania, Indonesia, Amaranth with a 58%, Singapore 50%, Turkey 76%. Shit's crazy, dude. Wait, I want to do something here that's like actually wild. Are you ready for this?
Love ya.
I don't know why I fucking put hold on. Amaranth, of course, stirs me in everywhere but Saudi Arabia. Damn, bro. Saudi. Hey, to my Saudi brothers. To my Saudi brothers, dude. I salute you. Yeah, you stay strong in the face of sexy ladies. You're like, no, Saudi Arabia watches HasanAbi. But what was I gonna do? What was I gonna compare Amaranth to? And no, not XQC. No. Check Pokimane. She eats all of you for breakfast, probably. Damn, dude. No, Amaranth fucking overtook her. Russia loves Amaranth.
We do like Amaranth here in Singapore.
Compare yourself to Jank? Okay, let's do that. Damn, dude. Japan, 100% on board with Jank. New Zealand, 50-50. And then, wait, what is this? Is that Poland? No. In Austria is a 50-50. Motherfuckers be like, Jank made you. I mean, here, let's look at the past 5 years, though. He'll fucking clap me here. See? Oh. What's that? What happened there, dude? That's crazy. What was that? What was that? I reckon. Damn. Serbia and Chile and United Arab Emirates and Brazil and Sweden. That's crazy, dude. Almost like you made some really controversial comment and people really hated you for it for some reason. Yeah. Anyway, we're done with this. We went from Bionicles to Amaranth. Here, I'll put HasanAbi in there. Damn. Yeah, see, back then I was known as Hassan Piker, and then it started growing. Then I started gaining more notoriety as Illinois standing strong with Cussy. Texas loves the Cussy. California loves the Cussy. Florida loves the Cussy. Dan Crenshaw is a fucking politician. Of course he's gonna oh, never mind. Damn, I'm blowing Dan Crenshaw's back out now, dude. What's up, bitch? That's right. Oh. Dan Crenshaw. He got so much coverage out of that, dude. He got so much fucking clout out of 821. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. He's just fucking popped off on that. I don't know what this is. I guess that's when he first won, maybe. Anyway, way, let's watch some fucking cursed footage uncovered by I don't even know who actually first posted this, but here is the celebrities are fucking acting out again, boys.
Oh, wow.
Ain't nobody gotta tell you what you gotta do.
I see stuff like this, and then I think to myself, you know, do we deserve freedom? I see stuff like this, and I think to myself, why have we not shut down travel from the UK? Like a complete shutdown from England, at least, until we figure out what the hell is going on. How does James Corden find himself in the middle of all of this always? He has like this remarkable ability to constantly do the cringiest fucking shit, dude. I feel like there is a conspiracy. Like, you guys are not sending your best. Like, I feel like in the UK, you guys hate people, and then you fucking send them over here. Like that. I feel like
James
that's the...
Corden
Actually, you know what?
You kiss, kiss.
That's right. That's my new conspiracy. I feel like people in the UK... Like the UK British Royal Secret Service for Her Majesty has like this plot to like send some of the worst Brits to America. I was taking my son to the ER when James Corden stopped traffic. R.I.P. my boy. Okay, that's not real, dude. That's a joke, but it's a funny one. Oh.
Was having a pretty bad day. Thanks for turning that around, Hasan.
Zach Fox response? Yeah, I saw. I don't even know if I can show this. Yeah, I guess I can show it. I mean, it's a music video that they're filming. Abi man adasından izleyicim var, vay be. Fake cop video that Ted made a is this Ted's new videos about this guy? This guy that can't stop himself from like faking being a cop? I'm not looking now. What? I gotta send this photo to myself on Twitter so I can show you guys. This is what I sent to QT, okay? Wait, what? This is like yesterday's shit. The Kim Possible Fact account says, I don't have a problem with the James Corden Flashmob. I just don't feel like LA was the right place to do it. I think everyone would be happier with the outcome if he tries it again in Kabul. I love that. They should do that. He should do that, yeah. Take all the celebrities and take them to fucking Kabul and then do the flash mob there. Just kidding. I think the people of Kabul have suffered enough. You know what I mean? I don't know if they deserve to suffer further. All right, new rule time,
finally,
folks.
new rule, blind hatred of a...
New rule time, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna fucking do it. I have to do it. Before that, though, here's a funny meme, okay?
Sorry to bother
you, bro.
Me and the boys when the ivermectin hit. Okay. It's also me and the boys when the top of the hour ad break hits. And some of the boys don't have fucking, you know, Twitch Primes that they can use here, or $5 that they can use here. Or they want to use a VPN or an ad block, and then they end up watching the ad instead. However, of course, as always, Twitch Prime is free if you have an Amazon Prime that you can like yoink from someone. And then you can use it on here instead. You know what I'm saying? There's the 1 minute ad break now. All right, let's get to it. Let's fucking get right into this shit, dude. And then we'll look at the cop guy too.
America is just as blinkered as blind love. And we Americans should really get some perspective about where we live. Watching the shit go down in Afghanistan, I was reminded lately of every conversation I've ever had with an immigrant, almost all of which, if we got to really talking, included the notion, oh, you people have no idea. All you do is bitch about and badmouth your own country, but if you knew about the country I came from, you'd stop shitting on your own.
Dude, how is this any different than like old people just constantly fucking complaining about like, you kids don't know how good you got it here in America. Like, stop complaining about America. It's like, dude, you're just an old conservative, dude. It's just so fucking, it's so boring. And it's like an audience of other old people that are like clapping for this.
Right? I have never been a rah-rah America type, and in fact have often made fun of Republicans in the past for being overly sentimental, because they're the ones.
And now I've decided I am one.
Who tear up at military flyovers and get a boner when the governor of South Dakota rides into a biker rally dressed like a painting of Teddy Roosevelt. John Boehner used to cry, like fucking weep, at the drop of a hat if anything reminded him of what a star-spangled miracle this country is. If there was a little flag in his club sandwich, he'd lose it.
God, that shit looks dank, though. I fucking love club sandwiches. I think that's my whitest quality, is my undying love for club sandwiches. I haven't had one in so fucking long, and it's like watering my mouth right now thinking about it. Wawa makes the best goddamn club sandwiches too. Fuck! Shit's so fire. Oh, God. Greatest thing about the tri-state is Wawa. Like, New Jersey, awful for every other reason other than Wawa. Wawa is like the one fucking redeeming quality of New Jersey.
It's just in the conservative DNA to have this dewy-eyed, sloppy, drunk love for their country that often renders them incapable of acknowledging its problems. That's how we got the 2013 Supreme Court ruling.
Yo, this guy's such a fucking idiot. He's literally doing what he criticizes conservatives about. Like, how do you not recognize you are doing exactly that right now, my friend? You are doing that. Just because you started off by being like, I'm not like the conservatives, doesn't change the reality that like you are precisely doing exactly what you're criticizing in the first half.
Gutting the Voting Rights Act, not because John Roberts is a monster, but because people like him tend to over-romanticize America. He thought the South was ready for the honor system. They weren't.
Dude, that's such a, oh God, his political analysis is so stupid. I hate him. Like, he is a fucking baby, dude. This is the political analysis of a goddamn baby, okay? You have to be a baby. No, he thought the South was ready for the honor system. Yeah, totally, dude. The Federalist Society does not, and conservative Supreme Court justices do not operate on the express purpose to like dismantle any kind of fucking electoral structure that could even show a semblance of a democratic process, so that they can maintain the minority rule of like they can maintain that same like fundamental principle that this country was built on: white landowning males dominating everything, despite making up a minority, a smaller and smaller minority of the population. They do this. This is a fundamental part of the conservative project. Okay, Bill Maher, you fucking idiot. You absolute dumbass. How the fuck are you so old and you missed this like really important point? Wild to me. Absolutely wild to me that like he just is not talking about that.
But liberals, as usual in this era, have now gone too far in the other direction. They under-romanticize America. They have no perspective. Last week, the Taliban murdered a comedian. His name was Nizar Muhammad, and he made up funny songs on TikTok. They forced him into a car, tortured, and then executed him. A comedian. A thing like that hits a little close to home for me.
Does it? You're not a comedian, idiot. Shut the fuck up. Are you really going to compare that to like fucking, I don't know. You have to be funny or a comedian first, okay? You are neither of those things.
I had 2 presidents up my ass. This one warned me to stop speaking my mind.
They need to watch what they say, watch what they do, and this is not a time for remarks like that. There never is.
And this one sued me over a joke.
Dude, he's oh man, what a hero, dude. You're such a fucking hero, dog.
And as president, called me every name in the book for the crime of predicting he'd do exactly what he did.
This crazy Bill Maher, this idiot comedian, these people are sick. He's a crazy lunatic. He's a whack job. He is.
I love the idea that like America's better and everyone should shut the fuck up about like what we are doing in Afghanistan, because that's ultimately what the argument revolves around. Like, no one thinks Afghanistan is better than America. Okay, why the fuck are we even comparing ourselves to Afghanistan? Afghanistan is Afghanistan partially because of America. Actually, the contemporary situation in Afghanistan is almost entirely because of America's actions. That's what we're fucking saying. That's what we're talking about. For him to like be like, oh, well, you know, comedians don't get murdered in America, and that's why it's the greatest country on earth. You're a fucking idiot, dude. You're a goddamn coward. There's a reason why you never compare America to Canada or the UK or any EU countries, okay? European Union countries. Shut the fuck up. If you are comparing the situation in America to the situation in Afghanistan, a country that we have caused so much chaos in, you've lost the goddamn plot. We're the wealthiest nation on earth. We are the global hegemonic culture and power. We are the imperialist force. We are the world police. Arguments that, by the way, Bill Maher absolutely has played a key role in manufacturing consent for.
He's a total nut job.
Yeah, I mean, neither experience was pleasant. But I didn't have to worry about being dragged till I'm dead behind a Toyota Tacoma. Have a little perspective about the stuff we howl about here.
Like, this is so idiotic, dude. Oh, man. You know, shut up, guys. America is better off than Afghanistan. Yeah, no shit, dumbass. Like, what a fucking idiotic take. What an absolutely moronic fucking take, dude. So brave, so bold. How is this any different than, like, the dumbasses in my audience that are like, if you hate America so much, why don't you go back to Turkey? Huh? Fucking owned, baby. And then they fucking click. They just click off after that. They're like, haha, did my slam dunk for the day, Martha. You see that? Fucking owned him. Yep, that's right. That goddamn lip tart, day ruined. Hey, of course, it's not always conservatives. There's other people that have said that too, but whatever.
I'm sorry your professor said something you didn't like. That won't be a problem with the Taliban because you're not allowed to go to school.
Can't you do the exact same argument that Bill Maher has literally trafficked for the rest of his career now that he's done just like exclusively talking about how Muslims are baboons or whatever? Bill Maher has built a career for himself now exclusively crying about cancel culture, okay? Professors are being canceled on college campuses. It's like, hey, how about you fucking, how about you shut the fuck up? Because at least you're not being dragged behind a goddamn pickup truck. How about that, dude? You know what I mean? Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, comedians in Afghanistan are being kidnapped and fucking murdered. Okay, which, by the way, I don't even know what the veracity of that story is. Let's be real. So can't you just flip the argument on its head where it's like, you're crying about cancel culture. Meanwhile, motherfuckers are getting kidnapped and murdered. What's up with that, dude? How about you shut the fuck up?
In Saudi Arabia, grown women can be jailed for doing the kind of things we think of as routine without the permission of a male guardian. China rounds you up if you're the wrong religion and puts you in camps.
Yeah, what religion is that? What religion is that, Bill? When America does it, it's awesome. When China does it, oh, not good. Dude, literally, dude. Hey, dude, okay, hold on. I mean, dude, look at this. Look at this shit, okay? Listen, when China does it, I'm going to use it as a talking point, okay, baby? But when America does it, then it's fucking awesome. Do you understand? Like, literally, dude, look at this, dude. I mean, come on, bro. Fuck.
More children in Burkina Faso work than are in school. Only 5% of Burundians have electricity. The homicide rate in Honduras is 8 times what it is here. The inflation rate in Venezuela is 2,719%. The Philippines, in the last 5 years, has put to death 27,000 low-level drug dealers. My old job.
Rodrigo Duterte's drug war has killed thousands. I wonder whose ally this guy is. I wonder if there's like a, I don't know, group of individuals that are fucking out there that are just, if there's like a country that's like backing them or something. I don't know. Be crazy.
In North Korea, people starve to death. The only people who starve here are doing it for a role.
What? Bro, that's insane, dude. That's literally not even fucking true, dude. Dude, he is just like, this is the worst fucking American exceptionalist garbage propaganda I've ever fucking seen. We have a massive opioid epidemic. We have a massive homelessness problem. We have a massive food insecurity problem. In the wealthiest nation on earth. Have some fucking perspective, you privileged fuck. Holy shit, dude. That is absolutely, this is just like a rapid fire of some of the worst American exceptionalist propaganda I've ever fucking seen. Deranged. North Korea starves partially because, I mean, they're an authoritarian dictatorship, obviously, but partially because they're like completely cut off access from the rest of the goddamn global marketplace. America has no reason. We have an abundance of food that we just dump into fucking landfills, okay? And we still have like a gigantic population. We have a gigantic population that's food insecure. That's crazy. Also, to add insult to injury, half the shit that he's like talking about is caused by us. I mean, here are some hunger and poverty numbers in America, dude. More than 35 million Americans live in households that struggle against hunger. 1 in 10 of households in the U.S. experience food insecurity. 10% of households. Households in rural areas are experiencing considerably deeper struggles with hunger compared to those in metro areas with higher rates of food insecurity overall. 1 in 8 households with children cannot buy enough food for their families. That's why we need like public school meal programs, as I've talked about before, as I talked about yesterday. That's in America, chat. 34 million people lived in poverty in 2019.
Hey dude, way to be. Thanks for the education.
1
and
in 7.
entertainment.
That's 10.5 million children that live in poverty. But of course, that poverty rate is much higher for black people at 18.8% and Hispanic people at 15.7% than for white non-Hispanic individuals, which is at 7.3%, which of course makes up Bill Maher's audience. So they are so far removed from seeing the consequences beyond just like homeless people in the streets that they probably fucking walk past and, you know, would love if the government just fucking cleared them out with like, you know, street sweepers. But it's wild that he is making this insane argument.
And the only people who have no water live in California. If you think America is irredeemable, turn on the news or get a passport and a ticket on one of those sketchy airlines that puts its web address on the plane. There's a reason Afghan mothers are handing their babies to us.
Dude, why is Afghanistan that way, motherfucker? We did that. We did that, you fucking idiot. Look at that image. Do you not see that we did that? Like, why are our military members standing on top of barbed fucking wire in the fucking Afghan airport, dude?
And
people love talking about Flint whenever we talk about water, but like Pittsburgh and so many other fucking rural places where like industry towns that were once booming are absolutely experiencing the same kind of fucking water crises that we see in Flint, Michigan too, for the record. So it's not just Flint, Michigan, okay? There are so many parts of this country where our infrastructure is so fucking eroded that like the water is poison, okay? So Bill Maher is a fucking idiot. He's such a jackass for saying this.
And we should take them. Americans right now should take in Afghan refugees into their homes and into...
Fucking finally, like one good take in a sea of monstrously, horrifyingly fucking wrong takes.
...their neighborhoods.
God, Jesus Christ. Like, just like one good take. Thank God.
And I'm sure everyone who just clapped is thinking the same thing. Yes, someone who isn't me should definitely do that.
Dude, the refugee crisis is not fucking solved by housing random Afghan people, dumbass. Build fucking homes. Okay? That's how this works. We already have homes. But like, it's such a fucking idiotic... Again, this is another insanely dumb... liberal ass fucking take, dude. It's like so fucking stupid and so like individually focused. Like, yeah, dude, that's how we solve homelessness, by fucking housing one homeless person. Like, that's how that works. I'm losing my mind. Like, Americans and their weirdly like individualist, the hyper individualist framework just absolutely cucks us every step of the fucking way. Prevents so much goddamn progress from happening.
Hypers.
It's like, oh, dude, you want to fucking solve homelessness, dude? You know, take a homeless person off the street and put him in your house. Is that how this works? Systemic issues? Systemic issues are solved by like individual acts of kindness?
Hot takes. Keep it up.
So build homes for the refugees and leave the U.S. homelessness on the streets. Yeah, you know me. I love saying fuck the homeless on this broadcast. So you're right. That's what I'm always saying. I'm always saying that. Thanks, dude. See? Like this. This is Bill Maher. This is Bill Maher. This is the same exact attitude that Bill Maher has. LMAO, let me know when you taking any, brah. Yeah, dude. Baboon. Just fucking baboon brain. Oh. So frustrating.
But that doesn't make us the bad guys. We're not the bad guys. Oppression is what we were trying to stop in Afghanistan. We failed, but any immigrant will tell you we've largely succeeded here, and yet the overriding thrust of current woke ideology is that America is rotten to the core, irredeemably racist from the moment it was founded, and so oppressive, sexist, and homophobic, we can't find a host for the Oscars or Jeopardy.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Fog.
If the manifestation of marginalization stops at like, who's gonna host the Oscars, then you're a fucking idiot.
Nice
like,
house,
this is
TG.
not... Dude, we have a homelessness crisis that still persists as like a youth homelessness crisis that is in many ways shaped by the homophobia and transphobia that many parents still fucking experience, okay? Many parents still have. Shut the fuck up. These are like issues that intertwine. It's not... The buck doesn't start and stop at like, who gets to host the Oscars? This is just a bunch of privileged fucking morons going back and forth over and over again, jerking off about media-related issues, and a bunch of other like mid-level marketing managers that are constantly fucking harping on the exact same issues. It's so annoying. And you see it all the time. You see it in like fucking, even Glenn Greenwald does this shit. Whenever they talk about like another college professor was fired from their job, or, you know, Barry Weiss is a victim of cancel culture. It's like, no, dude, no, she's not. Like, no, these are issues that literally impact like 11 people, but all 11 of those people happen to be in the media. So that's all we fucking hear about.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you heard the new Jeopardy guy is out because he said boobies in 2014. And this is where...
I love that. He literally started out by saying, like, comedians are getting fucking murdered for doing jokes in Afghanistan. Things are so much better in America. And then he's like, woke cancel culture is so ridiculous. Someone said boobies, and that's why they couldn't become the host of Jeopardy.
Your new Afghani roommates that you took in will prove so valuable because they'll turn to you and say, have you people lost your fucking minds? Have you? Have you ever heard of honor killings? Public beheadings? Throwing gay men off of roofs? Arranged marriages?
Those two takes are only consistent if you're a fucking idiot, chatter. You could literally flip that argument on its head and be like, comedians are getting murdered in Afghanistan. You're really going to sit here and complain about fucking cancel culture? That's the point. It's an idiotic argument to make. There's honor killings happening in Afghanistan. You're going to sit here and be like, this person can't host Jeopardy? It's the worst thing that's ever happened. As a matter of fact, that's actually a better argument than like whatever the fuck Bill is trying to make here. Which is have some sense of perspective. Things in Afghanistan are fucking terrible. So why are you crying about a comedian saying boobies? America's not homophobic.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just straight up conservatism. He is just a conservative motherfucker now, and all he does is just be a smug conservative asshole.
To minors, state-sanctioned wife-beating, female genital mutilation, marriage by capture, because we have. What's the lesson of Afghanistan? Maybe it's that everyone from the giant dorm room bitch session that is the internet should take a good look at what real oppression looks like.
Yes. Caused by the American imperialist endless war narrative that you yourself partook in as a prominent media figure, where you were so oppressed by the Bush administration that you routinely fucking marketed the war in a justifiable capacity. Shut the fuck up, dude. This guy literally played a role, a fundamental role in like Islamophobia that played a role in justifying our endless war on terror.
Ask your maid. Ask your Uber driver. Ask the Asian woman giving you a massage.
That's a self-report.
She'll tell you this place is Shangri-La, and not just because she works in a place called Shangri-La. America may not be the country of your faculty lounge and Twitter dreams, but no one here tries to escape by hanging on to an airplane. No, we wait till we're inside the plane to fight. And then only because they cut off the beverage service.
Here's Squirrel with the hot takes. Bill Maher played a key role in manufacturing consent for the Afghanistan and Iraq wars, disseminating the most deranged, racist, Islamophobic garbage in the service of U.S. imperialism. Here's that time it was totally destroyed and humiliated on his own show by Glenn Greenwald for this. This is old Glenn. This is the reason. This is part of the reason why I used to love Glenn Greenwald and defended him for a very long time. But you will understand where that's coming from.
What came out? We didn't go into Egypt.
Watch.
Well, we wound up with the Muslim Brotherhood.
We didn't go into Egypt. We were supporting and propping up Mubarak for 30 years, even as we were cheering for all the Tahrir Square demonstrators as though we were on their side. It was our government that kept Mubarak in power, just like we've done across the entire Muslim world. And it's amazing for you to say that, well, look at all these Muslims. The minute you give them a little bit of freedom, they go wild and they start being all violent. How can you be a citizen of the United States, the country that has generated more violence and militarism in the world over the last 5 or 6 decades, and say, look at those people over there, they are incredibly violent? We play a significant role in what has been happening in the Middle East because we've been interfering and dominating that region in order to have access to their oil.
I wasn't talking about violence. I was talking about theocracy. That doesn't happen here.
No, well, okay, that doesn't happen here, but at the same time, Iran isn't invading lots of other countries and occupying them for a decade, nor are fundamentalist Muslim countries the way the United States is. So these things are interlinked because we are continuously interfering in that part of the world. And so to say...
Really, it's all our fault?
It's not all our fault, but when you send your military for 6 straight decades into other countries to bomb them, kill their children and women and innocent men, prop up dictators, yeah, you take responsibility for your actions and say, to the extent that that region...
That religion goes back 1,000 years before our revolution, so I don't think we can take all the blame.
I don't think we should. I think we should take a lot of it. And there's lots of bodies and...
Yeah, motherfucker, it's called the Islamic Golden Age, dude. Okay? When the Angloids were fucking... dying because they didn't know how to wipe their asses. The Islamic world was fucking literally advancing medicine and arithmetic. So shut the fuck up. Nah, that religion goes back 1,000 years. When you're so fucking horny to like literally shit on everything that is Islam, that you lose a sense of perspective and just throw out literally ahistorical garbage, dude. Shut the fuck up, Bill Maher, you dumb fuck.
Corpses that have been piled up in the name of Christianity and Judaism as well.
Not recently.
Have you heard of the occupation of the West Bank and Gaza for the last 50 years, motivated in part by extremist views of Judaism?
That's what happens, by the way. Listen, when you're so fucking horny to hate like an individual religion and don't have a sense of perspective that it's just simply an ideology and that every religion has been fucking incredibly violent at times and used as a tool to get people to motivate people to do incredibly violent and abhorrent actions, but also a tool for liberation as well. Like, if you lose sight of that and you get so fucking horny that you're just like, oh yeah, Muslims, like, they're fucking rabid, they're dogs. Islam is a horrible ideology, it's so much different than every other religion. Like, you're going to get dunked on. You're going to look like a fucking idiot when there is a person who is knowledgeable on the matter. Of course, I'm sure Glenn Greenwald would, if he was ever invited back to Bill Maher's show, they would probably have a lot of agreements now about how cancel culture is the worst thing that's ever happened, or whatever the fuck.
Have you heard of the occupation of the West Bank and Gaza for the last 50 years, motivated in part by extremist views of Judaism, or the wars in Europe, or the fact that there were generals in the United States saying we have to go and invade and destroy Iraq, a country of 26 million people, because our God is bigger? Lots of religions, not just Islam, produce violence.
Well, if I could just make one quick point about Egypt.
That silly liberal view that all religions are alike because it makes you feel good.
No, it makes you feel good to say our side is better. Those people over there are primitive and violent.
No, it makes you feel good to put a crown on your head and say, I'm a good person. How do I prove that?
You get to ignore the responsibility that your own government has for the violence and instability in the world by saying, look, it's that primitive religion over there that's to blame.
All right.
Oh, fuck, man. God damn it, dude. Where is that Glenn Greenwald, bro? Where the fuck? Now he's like, deep state. Donald Trump was against the deep state. What happened? What the fuck happened to that guy, dude? What the fuck happened? Makes me so goddamn sad. Just absolutely popped the fuck off. Just literally took his cock out and just fucking slammed it on the goddamn table.
If you have discussed it yet. I haven't seen anything on YouTube re-uploaded, but what's going on with Hurricane Ida?
Makes me so sad. People who say he's shilling for more money fundamentally misunderstand Glenn Greenwald's position. He is already so insanely wealthy, dude. Are you kidding me? He had a billionaire backer. Omidyar is one of those billionaires that's like the closest we can get to like a benevolent billionaire that literally set up an entire journalism operation that was going to lose money regardless around a couple incredible fucking reporters. At the time, Glenn Greenwald was one of them. Jeremy Scahill is another one. He shit on TYT. Stop lying. What? I don't give a fuck about him shitting on TYT. I shit on TYT from time to time. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Naomi Klein. And now, like, he had like, dude, he made a fuckload of money at The Intercept, dude. He made like $500,000 a year or some shit. That was his like salary. So shut the fuck up if you're like, he wanted to make that Substack money. No, I personally think he like got radicalized by anti-SJW shit in like the circles that he was in.
New rule.
Liberals of the Sam Harris and Bill Maher variety performed their role as ideologists of the imperialist project by disseminating racist Islamophobia so as to dehumanize and legitimize the millions killed by empire, yet Maher remains a liberal darling. Well, Sam Harris would remain a liberal darling too. He's not seen as one because no one cares. He's an irrelevant fucking podcast
New
guy.
rule, if converting to Islam is all it takes to get the terrorists off our backs, then all I have to say is Islam is the motherlode of bad ideas. It comes from a hate-filled holy book, the Quran, the most popular name in the United
Look at Zach Galifianakis. He's like, dude.
In the United Kingdom, Great Britain, this was in the news this week, for babies this year was Muhammad. Am I a racist to feel I'm alarmed by that? Because
yes! Yes! Literally, yes! Yes, you're so close to the truth, you fucking idiot. Yes, the answer is yes. It's a fucking name, you dumb idiot. Yes, you are so racist, dude. That's incredibly fucking racist.
I am. When that stuff is in your head.
Oh, he says, and then I am, yeah.
Alarmed by that because I am. When that stuff is in your head, it just gives you this neurological disorder. Talk to women who've ever dated an Arab man. The reviews are not good. If Muslim men could get laid more, we wouldn't have this problem. They're violent because they threaten us, and they are threatening. They bring that desert stuff. It's a culture.
Bro, it's just like, he literally is just like, it's just being openly and transparent. Dude, This stuff is what I grew up with, okay? And when I first came to America, Turkish dude, Muslim boy, like, I saw this. Like, when I would come to America in the summers, like, this is just so normal. In the post 9/11 era, this was just the most normal thing. Like, people would just be like, yeah, you know, they're sand N-words. Like, I don't understand. Like, we need to bomb them all to hell. It's changed a little bit. But remember, like, this is Bill Maher. Like, he's a liberal. He's supposedly the tolerant liberal guy, okay? But even, like, the most tolerant liberal guy straight up would say this shit. And by the way, if you're saying he's worse than conservatives, no, motherfucker. Conservatives were saying way worse shit than Bill Maher at the time, okay? But the difference is, or not the difference rather, but like similarities are there because the ultimate goals were aligned, which is advance America's imperialist agenda. That's it. And a big part of that comes from dehumanizing all Muslims as like primitive individuals that aren't real humans. That's exactly how the slave trade operated. That's exactly how the Holocaust worked for the Völkisch Germans at the time. And that's exactly how we continue to bring so much death and destruction to different parts of the world while we actively dehumanize them.
Culture of suicide bombing. Hundreds of millions of them support an attack like this. Most Muslims.
Vast numbers of Muslim people.
Vast majorities of Muslims.
Absolutely.
Most Muslim people.
Most Muslim people in the world do condone violence.
It's been going on 1,000.
Totally, dude. Most Muslim people in the world condone violence.
This problem between Islam and the West. I'm not an Islamophobe. That's wrong. I am a truth lover.
You're saying that Islamophobia is not a real thing. That if you're critical of something...
Well, it's not a real thing when we do it.
Right.
Well, no, it really isn't. Radicalized Muslims is a unique and greater threat. It is the greatest threat. It's the only religion that acts like the mafia.
Yeah, only religion that acts like the mafia.
It may be.
By the way, this proves Chomsky's point about the prevalence of systemic racism and Islamophobia in the West. Not only does indulging in it not hurt your career, it advances it. As Bill Maher's grotesque, depraved husk of a being a test tube.
You don't advertise it. Anti-Arab racism, you're allowed to advertise. This is way before September 11th. And the community, you see it in films and books and attitudes. It's just not even hidden, you know. I mean, nobody will come out and say, I'm an anti-Arab racist, but it's in, you know, it's everywhere. And every Muslim or Arab in the country knows it.
Yup.
Okay. Now, after September 11th, I should add that this shows up in behavior too. So for just to give you an illustration, Boston happens to have a big Lebanese community.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you can't have a squirrel thread without some Noam Chomsky clips in it, you know what I mean? Squirrel, do a thread without Noam Chomsky challenge. Impossible difficulty.
And while they're not super wealthy, they have money. You know, they're storekeepers and businessmen and so on. In 1982, at the time of the Israeli invasion of Lebanon, which was a total horrible atrocity, a few of us made an effort to organize just a charitable relief program for people in Lebanon. We could not get any support from the Lebanese community here. And I think I understand why, because I remember it from childhood. I think they just don't want to be too visible. And I think that's understandable. I can't prove that, but that's the sense that I had. And it's not just, since September 11th, yes, it's increased, but not only Arabs, I mean anybody who looks a little bit dark.
Yup. It's true. Once again, a big fuck you to Real Time with Bill Maher, or Bill Maher in general. Piece of shit. Garbage motherfucker, dude. 6 criminals and 1 undercover cop? What the fuck? Are you serious? All right, let's do it. Let's get the fun stuff, dude. I don't want to do more fucking...
Their 3-year deal for just $139 per month with a 30-day money link in the... Enjoy the episode.
When you stole the car. It's so loud. Why is it so fucking loud? Holy shit.
I didn't steal no car.
First of all, undercover cop. Or no, undercover cop. All the rest are criminals.
First of all, hold on. My mama watching this.
Sorry.
No, allegedly.
No disrespect. Allegedly.
All right, let's see if I can figure out who the cop is, dude. Hey, let's go, dude. Let's do fun shit. Okay, can we do some fun shit today? Just a little bit of fun shit. I'm so sick and tired of, like, you know, all the fucking chaos and madness. Let's get into it early, you know? All right, let's go.
We brought together 7 people who committed a crime.
I've committed a crime. I've committed a crime.
I've committed a crime.
I've committed a crime.
Oh my God. Oh no. It's this dude. That's the undercover cop. Actually, a lot of them look like undercover cops, but that's the fucking cop, dude. Holy shit, that's the cop.
I've committed a crime.
I've committed a crime.
I've committed a crime.
I thought it was him.
Body looks like.
I thought it was him at first, but the other dude is like, it's either him or the fucking black guy.
1 is an undercover cop. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the entire prize. Who is the odd one out?
Okay, I don't know. I just like
everybody's name and
like I feel like this lady does not strike me as an undercover cop at all. Like she's the least likely, which means like if this is a debate session, then it's gonna be her. But as soon as I saw the fucking Jack Black guy, I was like, he looks like he sees some steroids and has like and used them like a lot of cops do.
why are you guys here?
My name is Trina, and I'm here because I have DUIs. I also have a lot of traffic tickets.
I'm Jeremiah. My convictions are receiving stolen goods, possession of paraphernalia, drunk in public, and disturbing the peace.
I'm Andrew. When I was 15, which is 4 years ago, I was arrested for tagging on someone's walls.
My name is Akil, and one time as a juvenile, I did a run out in a store with a group of fans, and it led to an arrest.
My name is Ricky. Racing, reckless driving, and evading.
Okay, my name is Kenya, and my last conviction was intent to defraud.
Dude, this is awesome. Yeah, these people are just like, yeah, I just fucking, you know, ran up to a grocery store with a gun, you know, armed robbery.
I also got in some trouble with the law for street racing.
In the beginning, he was sketchy. Like his mannerisms, he seemed a bit nervous.
What's everyone's profession?
I rap cars. I do vinyl raps.
You do?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you're a Q?
Yeah,
What's your profession? I'm curious.
I write books.
Write books?
What kind?
See? That's a criminal. Dude, she's a criminal. She immediately clocked him. He talks like a cop. He has a cop stance. Immediately, she's like, what's your deal? Immediately.
Can you take off your
urban
hat
romance.
for a second?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm sorry, you're a Q?
Yeah,
What's your profession? I'm curious.
I write books.
Write books?
What kind?
Cop. Yeah. What kind of books? Cop books.
Can you take off your
urban
hat
romance.
for a second?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to look because a lot of cops have conservative
sure.
like style and hair.
I agree.
When did you get your GTA or whatever? GTA.
GTA.
It was actually this year.
Oh,
Didn't you
this
say
year.
it was GTA or no? You said Street racing. racing. Oh.
Street racing, yeah.
I noticed that Trina, she's kind of accusing everybody else.
Just the way he was standing really straight, his build. You know, all cops gotta be big.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, he's just such a cop, dude. It's definitely not him though, because they clapped him on the first round. There's no way, you know what I mean? I'll be shocked. I'm gonna be so shocked by the end of this. I'm gonna be so wrong. I'm probably gonna be wrong on this. Fuck it, who cares? I mean, he's just such a cop.
Wow. I think because me being the only African-American player, it would be like, maybe he's the one. Maybe that's the throw off.
We were gonna say like whatever.
What? Like what is it? No black cops? Like no, there's plenty of fucking black cops. It's 1000% about like the way you carry yourself. Like it's literally the way you fucking carry yourself, bro. Come on, dude. Does he not realize he's like he's like every cop I've ever interacted with, okay? Yeah, I believe they ascertained tactically that I was a police officer because of my African-American stature.
Everybody does for their profession.
Oh, I work at the California Science Center. I've been there for about 2 months.
I'm a therapist.
I'm a barista.
I'm curious that when you stole the car, or
I didn't steal no car. First of all, my mama watching this.
Sorry.
No, allegedly.
He's got real cop. He's got a real cop attitude too, though. Like clean cut, looks like every cop I fucking interacted with in Los Angeles. Like he does have like a very young recruit cop vibe. You know, he's not like fully broken. He hasn't gotten his back broken completely by the system yet. Like he's not like full cop phrenology, but he's like halfway on the cop phrenology.
I apologize.
Nah, for sure, but I was doing some street racing.
Cops are pretty conservative, and I'm curious because you guys street race. How come you guys don't have any tattoos?
He shouldn't have said that. Like you should just like be like, who did you guys vote for?
Tattoos.
I do. Mine are all anime related, so I got Shenron right here.
Wait. Cops are fucking hella tatted up.
What? Checks out.
Yeah.
What about yours?
Yeah. I don't have tattoos because of religious reasons.
Eastside didn't have any tattoos. It didn't seem.
The fuck? Have these people never been around cops, dude? How are you a criminal and you don't know that like cops are incredibly fucking tatted up? What? Motherfucker, Google LASD gangs, bro. They literally get gang tattoos.
Seemed like he had much of a criminal history that seemed like it was really legitimate.
Are those real plugs, or those are the ones that are magnet?
They're magnets, bro. Yeah.
Oh, so good question. Good question.
I have my suspicion, like, why would someone want to wear fake earrings?
So stretching your ears hurts, and afterwards they smell, and I'm very sensitive to smell, so I gag.
Did anybody do like any jail time?
Yeah, I did 3 months.
3 months?
I was supposed to do 2 years, but I had a kid that was really young, and the judge kind of felt bad with my health problems at the time. And so he went ahead and gave me a weekend, and I had to do that weekend, and then I was released on Monday.
I did the 2 days, went to court. What about you?
No, I never had to do jail.
I personally didn't do any jail time because the cop that pulled me over, he literally like is a regular at my job. And this dude, like, he was like, bro. And I was like, I'm so sorry, dude. Like,
they impound your car?
Oh,
so you're not a what? It's this guy. It has to be this guy.
So he didn't even give you a conviction. He
yeah,
just let
he
you
did.
go.
He did.
Oh.
He didn't take me in though.
Oh, lucky, bro.
Shout out.
This can't
I was so suspicious of Eastside because he was just too goody-goody.
Yeah, hey, you want to know why the cop is a regular at his job? Because he's a cop. That's a self-report. Yeah, the cop is a regular at my job because I'm a cop. I mean, fuck.
We have a three-way tie.
Oh, no.
The tie is between Isai, Andrew, and Kenya.
I looked at myself in the mirror when I got here and I was like, oh, probably not the right outfit for what I'm trying to portray.
Each person will get 20 seconds to state your case.
February, I was racing, got pulled over. March, had court, 3 months, license suspended, went on my record, all that. I mean, that's the only thing I've ever done though. That's why like the cop didn't take my car. I've been driving 7 years prior to that. I had no tickets.
So my criminal record is pretty extensive, but let's just start from my last and final arrest. I was...
Oh no, she's over-explaining. Did I get this wrong? Oh no. She spent like 10 seconds of the 20 just being, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh no, dude. No.
was arrested at the bank and I was cashing a check. It was all bad. I did 3.5 years. It was not my first conviction. I had plenty of priors.
I was just a tagger when I was like 15. So in my freshman year, I tagged someone's house. The cops caught me because it was by my school. Luckily, I didn't go to jail because it was my first time being arrested as a minor. So all they did was write me a ticket.
For sure. Good luck, guys. I don't have any tattoos, no piercings, so I guess they just
damn
don't
it,
put
dude.
it together.
I think I was wrong.
Raise your hand if you still have doubt and want to continue playing the game.
You guys were on the chopping block, so I'm curious, like, why do you think that we would think that you two?
She's the last person to raise her hand too. It's like her and...
I think I look too proper. I don't dress like this ever because I'm a stay-at-home mom. Usually you'll find me in sweats and like a t-shirt.
I think I'm also dressed a little proper. I have the brogues. You know, I think that's the most expensive piece I have on me.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring back to the earrings.
Yeah.
If you're not a cop, why can't you just get the real plug?
I've tried it, and stretching your ears hurts.
But not at that gauge, it doesn't.
I just feel like I didn't think it was too suspicious. I thought maybe he just liked the look.
What kind of drugs have you done in your past, maybe might still be using? And I'll go first. DXM, weed, alcohol. Basically, I've tried.
Okay, if either of these two are cops, I'm losing my fucking mind. Like, those two I've literally X'd out. And even the tagger dude, because he knows a lot of... He's one, too young to be a cop, and two, he's like... DXM, that's a crusty anarchist? What is... I don't even know what the fuck a DXM is. Bro, he's not a crusty anarchist. He's gay. Some of you don't know what, like, LA gays get up to, and it shows, okay? They're out here, like... They're out here doing way more than whatever the fuck people are doing. They're like 20 years ahead of the curve on drug usage.
Tried almost everything.
I don't like weed. I don't like the smell. It gives me a headache. But I do drink.
So in high school, I started drinking alcohol.
Doesn't drink, or she drinks a little bit.
I became an alcoholic with my friends. So I overcame my addiction, but every now and then when I'm with my family, I might have the occasional drink.
He said he was an alcoholic at such a young age. I thought that was a little weird.
I was gonna say, even the street racing, I could see people still probably hiring someone that, because it's not like,
right.
I don't say it's like a crime, like there's no one that gets hurt.
Right.
So mine was on the 210 freeway going past Pasadena. I was going like 110. I didn't see the cop, he was parked on the side.
So you got caught speeding?
Right. No, but there was another, it was an Audi A4. Yeah, when I passed by, it took him a while to catch up because he started from nothing, so they said I was evading. So that was like an additional thing, and that was like $2,000 in fine.
That is 1,000% criminal behavior. Just like totally fucking exonerating yourself and making it seem like it was someone else. That's a criminal, dude. Straight up. Okay, been there. That's criminal behavior. That's crime behavior right there. Okay? He's just like, yeah, dude, there was another car that was speeding, and then they caught me. Like, dude, 100% that's a real criminal. No shot he's a cop. I'm going to be so surprised if he's the cop.
My car got impounded for 30 days, and my license suspended for a year.
I'm thinking
you guys literally get hyper-focused on the aesthetics, and you think he's a cop because he's, like, nice and
the record
shit.
could still be look good for the cops, though, I think.
Yeah,
He seemed a little more quiet.
Goodbye, y'all. Bye. Damn. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out because my mom was rooting for me, so I told her like I'm a win.
He was racing. It's relevant because of that. Yeah, I'm just saying.
For you and all that, but I mean it's cool.
Please raise your hand if you want to continue playing the game in 3, 2, 1.
How do you guys feel about?
Oh, dude, come on, dude. Come on, Dad. Oh no!
Police.
Oh, good. So I was gonna say, how do you guys feel about ACAB?
Oh, ACAB.
Do you know what that?
She didn't even say. Look at her face, dude.
ACAB.
ACAB.
Do you know what that means? What does it stand for?
All cops are bad.
I thought it was bad.
Ah, it's bastard! It's not all cops are bad! It's like a bookworm, dude. It means all cops are bad.
Bastards. Yeah. Trina and Jeremiah were partnered up. She got it wrong, so as soon as I saw that she got it wrong, I kind of just try to scoot over and be a part of their group.
I get anxiety just riding in the car when a cop gets behind me,
Right.
really. I start sweating, I freak
Right.
out, I start like looking for my cigarette, I don't smoke really. It's crazy, it's bad, I don't like, I'm so uneasy around cops.
I know that there are good cops out there, but
Where?
I think that we just see, no, because I mean, if we're gonna be realistic, there probably
No,
are,
I mean, it's true.
right? But
Yeah.
I think that we see so many in the media and stuff
Right.
like that there are bad abuse of power.
I'm not even comfortable with like military people.
I'm a military brat.
Are you?
Yeah. I feel like they're different than cops.
A lot of them come from war and then they turn into
Cops,
police.
yeah.
And there I'm not
that's-
really
Yeah.
too sure where you stand now because...
Where I stand?
No, them
Oh,
in
okay,
general.
I was like-
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do your parents feel about that considering that you're a military brat?
I grew up in
Bro, she's standing like she's got a utility belt on, you know what I mean? Look at this. She does the literal GTA cop stance, dude. That's what you do on No Pixel.
Considering that you're a military brat.
I grew up in a up family, so they kind of like expected like us
Gotcha.
to kind of went astray.
Gotcha.
When she came at me, I thought that was odd because it wanted to divert attention away from her.
How about you? How did your family feel
I
about
think the mole is still here.
I
I'm
do
just
too,
like,
I feel it.
I
feel like I'm feeling uneasy in here.
I've always been into cars, so
Okay.
yeah, no, they kind of expected
So like the street racing was expected?
kind of.
He could have been the one that was the cop, you know, being that he was a military brat.
What?
I knew it. You guys f***ed up. Like hard. You guys f***ed up. Good luck though.
Please raise your hand if you still want to continue playing the game in 3, 2, 1.
So why didn't you raise your hand when you said...
Bro, these two are 100% criminals, okay? And they're basically just like trying to split the money in between them, okay?
Continue to play, you think you already got
That's it. They're just greedy at this point. They're just like, they got like the crime grind set, dude. They're like, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are kind of like straightforward. For you, I kind of felt like the tattoos kind of like just automatically ruled you out because I feel like you can't have anything showing.
I think what's alarming for me with you is the fake.
Yeah,
That was the
I feel
only-
you.
that was the main concern.
If someone really wanted it and the style, it would be real, right? Because then you don't have to always have the magnet.
You technically in the medical field?
I'm a therapist.
Is that considered like the medical field?
Psychology is about the brain.
Okay.
So
Because I know that takes like a kind of clean record. I mean, I can't really think of anything other than that.
At least my board of behavioral sciences is very forgiving with things like that.
I'm just thinking like, because nurses can't be a nurse if you have like a DUI. So like,
But nurses are administering medicine. That's dangerous. They could be stealing the medicine.
Okay.
They could be
so
dosing.
you can't do that then.
I'm a therapist, not a psychiatrist.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. That's where the mix-up was.
Trying to throw me off.
Oh my God. Oh!
Right. I'm surprised I didn't get voted out sooner because the whole earrings thing.
If the light turns green, that means you have voted out the mole and you win. If the light turns red, that means the undercover cop is still in the box.
Dude, no
and you
shot.
lose.
Yeah, no shot. Like, there's no shot. They were 100% crimers, dude. They literally were such crimers that what they did was a crime. Like, they cut out everybody. Okay, I can't wait to see who it was.
Oh my God, I knew we got it out.
My 1, 2, 3 were literally in order of Jack Black dude, and then the other like Latino guy with the fucking nice Nike sneakers, but then the lady kind of overtook both of them, like the tiny lady.
Will the undercover cop please step forward and reveal yourself in 3, 2, 1, go.
No! Are you serious? No shot! Oh my God! No shot. No way. They were so right. They were like fake earring equals cop. Like, I would have never, dude. That's crazy. I fucking told you, white shirt under the button up. No, dude. That's like.
I was so close though.
I was definitely surprised.
That was the only person that I trusted, mainly because of the similar crime.
Been a cop for like 2 years. I love my job. I get to help a lot of people. Unfortunately, when I do get called, I do see people on their worst days. I want to help people, but not everybody's accepting of that help. You can't really judge a book by its cover, but I mean, for them, I would have never, if I'd seen them working, never would have thought that any of them had either been arrested.
Anyone is capable of committing a crime, but you have
anyone is capable of being a cop too, unfortunately.
to learn from those things, and you have to try to be the better person after you've made those mistakes.
It took me to really sit down and look at myself and where I didn't want to be in life to pretty much change everything up.
Once you have a record or once you've been to jail, you know, it's almost kind of like once a
I do not believe that these people are criminals.
cheater, always a cheater. That's not the case.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Yes! Hey!
That's crazy to me. I'm so sad. Your hair, sorry in advance. A slice of fresh organic. Shut up, dude.
Hold on, Hasan. Keep up the great work and great plans going.
I mean,
have a good
that's
day, everyone.
it blows my mind, dude. It blows my fucking mind, dude. I think they make up some of their own scenarios to not get voted off, and doing so sound guilty. That was crazy. That was actually a movie, dude. That was a movie, bro. Yo, that shit was a movie, bro. Okay, we should get back to fucking, speaking of criminals and shit.
Kevin,
we should do some Customs and Border Patrol content, you know. The Oi Bruvs have had it too good for too long. Wait, what? Great video of Jake Paul getting clapped?
Hey everyone, it's Ariel Helwani in Cleveland. Of course, I'm here for the big Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight, available globally on Showtime pay-per-view. But before the fight on Sunday night, it's a good old-fashioned MVP face-to-face. It's Woodley, it's Paul, pay-per-view Sunday, but we're going face-to-face first. Check it out. All right, welcome to MVP.
Isn't this dude literally one of the greatest fucking MMA journalists of all time? It's kind of wild that, like, this guy is covering the Jake Paul Tyron Woodley fight, dude. Like, that's crazy to me that, like, holy shit. No, he fucking sucks. Okay, well, random chatters, people that I do respect who are sports journalists, love him and think he is, and say he is one of the greatest MMA journalists of all time, or fight journalists of all time. So I think I'm gonna go with their take. You know what I mean?
Face to face. That's Jake Paul. That's Tyron Woodley. I'm Ariel Helwani. Of course, we're here for the mega event this Sunday night. Available.
I can't believe this dude's bodyguard almost murked me at the fucking Logan Paul fight, dude. That's kind of a wild experience that I had there too.
Globally via Showtime pay-per-view. Shout out to the good folks over at Barstool Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of this great event. Here's the hat. All right, guys, let's get to it. Jake, do you think Tyron Woodley respects you?
I don't think he does. I don't think he respects me at all. He called me a clown yesterday, and that really hurt my feelings.
I think you're being facetious.
I'm hurt, Ariel.
Do you think he respects you as a fighter?
I don't think he does. I think he has underestimated me and my ability. But I think deep down, you know, I see him breathing right now. I see it through his shirt. His heart rate is sky high right now. I think deep down he knows what's coming, but he doesn't want to face that. And he's trying to convince himself, oh, this kid's not that good, this kid's not that good, but he knows. Deep down, his coaches know. GT knows. He knows what I'm made of, and I think he knows what's coming. 2 days from now, I see it. You're afraid. Your back's up against the wall. You're like a dog in a cage, scared, lashing out like you did yesterday. Emotion. You're trying to pull it together, but you've never been on this big of a stage at all. The pressure's cracking you. So I think, to answer your question, he doesn't respect me. But I think deep down, he knows that he has to respect me. That's where the confusion comes from.
I think he's just like making shit up desperately in an effort to like come across as cool or entertaining, just like he's doing fucking baby voice right there. He's hurt. I'm hurt. That's what happens when you have no fucking content, dude. And like all you've ever done is just like, you know, jump on other people's fucking trends. He's spitting bars and you know it, dude. He literally is just such a fucking clown ass. At least like I respect Logan Paul a little bit more than Jake Paul because like, you know, at least he sometimes creates trends. Usually still negative, but
You're going to see that on Sunday when he gets hit with that first jab. He's going to break him.
I couldn't even interrupt. He practiced that fucking monologue all morning. He had it down to a T. He had his emotions in there. He had his little segues. So I wanted to let him get that off. He's using his acting chops. But at the end of the day, I really don't have anything to say about it. I'm here to fight. I already said what I need to say.
You're here to fight.
Let me finish. Hopefully. Let a man talk. Child, quiet, silence. So at the end of the day, what he's saying is malarkey. Everything he's saying, the stage is practice, it's rehearsed. He's been in the mirror. This is all a game to him. It's a bucket list that if he happens to do it, ooh, I did it. No, this ain't a game to me. When you call this a career, dude, don't ever fucking refer to what you've done so far as a career. It's disrespect to every motherfucker that's put in real work, real time, 16, 17 years in the pain of a career. That's what this is. So do I respect him? I respect anybody that's on the dotted line. Everybody got a chance to land a lucky one. So I've trained as if I'm fighting the very best, the most elite, and I'm prepared to walk in there against anybody. So I really don't have much to say. Like, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Well, I'm curious. He said you've never been on a stage like this before. You fought at Madison Square Garden.
I let that happen because it was just such a dope ass. I gotta give you a props. That was a dope ass monologue. I mean, if I was watching a movie and, you know, somebody was doing that shit, then I'm like, damn.
It was not a dope ass monologue, bro. It was whack as fuck.
Creepy. Oh, he's a bad guy. Oh, he's a heel. Yeah.
So when you sit here and you have fought at MSG and you have fought Robbie Lawler and Wonderboy Thompson and all these legends, Darren Till, etc., and you see Jake Paul with 3 pro fights say this about you, what goes on in your body? What's going on in your mind when you're listening to this?
I mean, the same thing that everybody else hears when they hear it. You can look. I mean, if you have any access to any smart device, internet, you can go and Google it. You can look it up. You can do a search for it. So
search for what?
It doesn't greatness. Greatness. You won't find your name near that.
Near greatness.
So at the end of the day, is that why this
is the biggest payday of your life?
At the end of the
that
day,
I gave you?
At the end of the day, what I think is it's an act, and people before allowed that to get to them, get underneath their skin, and really take them off focus and really take it lightly. And I just chose not to partake in it. I didn't watch all the social media malarkey and going back and forth with the fucking media.
Okay, that's not an accident, bro. This is the second time he said malarkey. Okay. What's going on here, huh? Someone describe to me what the fuck's happening here. He keeps saying malarkey. It's very weird, okay? It's a very strange thing to say. I don't get it. What I also don't get is how you thought that the top of the hour ad break wasn't here when it actually is. Because it's 2 p.m. Like, what do you think was going to happen? The top of the hour was going to happen. It's time for a 60-second fucking ad break, you know? Now, of course, if you no longer want to see the ads, if you want an ad-free broadcasting experience, you can subscribe. Okay? Cut the malarkey. Cut the ad breaks. You can subscribe with a $5 month subscription or a Twitch Prime, which is free, or you can use an ad block or a VPN. Here's the ad break now. I gotta pee. I'll be back.
He's a child. And sometimes a child got to get their ass spanked and learn a lesson. And that's what's going to happen on Sunday.
Jake, you said you chose Tyron as your next opponent.
Yeah, his nickname is the Chosen One.
Right. Why did you choose him?
He's the perfect body to add content to my highlight reel. He fits the part. He's buff. He's got the belts, the name, the pay-per-view sellability. You know, he acts like a gangster. You know, when shit goes down, he creates altercations.
I create altercations?
Are you referring to yesterday? Thursday press conference?
That is one thing I'm referring to, yeah.
But couldn't someone say that that was as a result of things said by your team? How did he create that?
I think he created by saying he was going to beat someone up on my team.
Did things change after Thursday? Did it become more personal? Your mom got involved.
It was already personal when he signed the dotted line.
Why was it personal?
I was already on 100 from jump. It was nothing that could have happened yesterday.
Is it because I knocked out your friend?
No, it's because you signed a contract.
So you didn't care that I knocked out your friend?
In your mind, you thought. Once again,
you didn't care that I knocked out
doesn't
your
bother
friend?
me. He tries. My mind is a fucking fortress, bro. I don't let words and I don't let emotions get involved with me. Yeah.
So what happened in the last couple of fights you had?
What happened to your last couple of fights? What happened to the last couple of world titles you fought? What happened to the last couple of greatest you fought?
I'm 4-0 and 4
You fought
KOs.
against a YouTuber, a basketball player,
Look at that.
and my dog Ben Askren, who's not even really technically known for striking, that was retired. Am I right or wrong?
Got you stumbling. Got you heated there, didn't
I had you stumbling.
Dude, I hate this like fake I'm actually a sociopath thing that he's doing. Like, bro, Jake Paul is a demonstration that like white mediocrity can still pretty much get you to the top as long as you're in the right place at the right time. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, dude, but like straight up, like upper middle class Ohio Andy, just like literally, he's got no discernible skill sets. Oh yeah, got you mad, right? I'm doing this like sociopath voice. Like, dude, you're literally fucking, what was it, Sergeant Pyle or like Gunner Pyle? Private Pyle? Like that's what he's doing. Like he sounds exactly like fucking Private Pyle, dude.
I don't like the name Lawrence, only faggots and sailors. But you don't know left from right? Sir, no, sir.
I mean, I gotta find like the actual part 3 of 3 is where he like does the little fucking monologue. You know what I mean?
Sir. Because
Here. Trigger warning, suicide.
6.2 millimeter. 7.62 millimeter. Full metal jacket.
When I watched this scene when I was like a little kid, that's the first time I realized, like, okay, maybe there's a good reason for age restrictions. Like, I literally was like, yeah, this, even as a child, I had the wherewithal to be like, this might have caused irreparable harm to me. Like, seeing that fucking scene. Like, in my mind, I was like, I saw something, and I don't think I should have seen this scene. You know what I mean? Like I really, you know what I'm talking about? When you're like a fucking kid and you're like, I'm definitely looking at something that I should not have seen at all.
Leonard, if Hartman comes in here and catches us, we'll both be in a world of shit.
Anyway, so That's what he's doing. He's doing like private pie. He's like, it's like I'm the Joker baby. Okay, that's what he's doing right now. He's the Joker baby. Jake Paul is.
And the whole time. Stuttering the whole time, unsure the whole time.
Why are you so mad right now?
I'm not mad.
Why are you so
I'm really
mad?
just want to get this shit over with so I can go fucking eat some food and lay down and watch some Netflix. To be honest.
You said recently that, you know, you put out this picture and you're like, look what I was doing 5 years ago, look what he was doing 5 years ago. He was winning UFC welterweight title. I was in high school.
Tensions run high after.
Do it then, bitch. Grease. Do it then. Grease. Do it then, bitch. Green light. Do it then, bitch. This motherfucker move grease. Green light. Green light. I know you the motherfucker. Put him in the air like an airplane. You a whole and a half. That's what you are. All talk.
Wait, is that Jay Schlatt? No.
That's what you are. All talk. This guy is. All talk. And touch him. And touch him. And touch something to see what happens. I'll shake this fucking place. I'll make this fucking place earthquake. No, get your dog. No, get him now before he get fucked up. He's talking about my mom. Hey, get there. The show.
No, his bodyguard isn't there, or the other bodyguard isn't there.
Hey. We gotta get to the front. Come on.
Maybe after his bodyguard almost fucking murdered me and Will, he stopped being his bodyguard. I don't see him there anymore.
Stop. We can sell the ball. We can sell the ball. You're right. You're right. You're in there right now. Get him now. And I want a fucking apology. We're going like that. And now, let me.
So what happened? What did he say to Tyron Woodley's mother?
Go. I don't know who you are, but let me go.
I got it. I understand. I got it. I'm trying to get it.
Dude, he needs to end Jake Paul. Like, if he loses, I'm gonna be so disappointed. If he fucking loses to Jake Paul, dude, it's like, it's officially, one, it's white boy summer. Okay? It's like, you have to do this. You have to end the oppressive Paul regime, okay? Like, he can't. Like, please, for the love of God. Allah, God, every fucking, you know, Buddha, just fucking please do not lose to Jake Paul. Please, dude. It will ruin, dude. This will destroy race relations. Okay? I'm gonna say it. Okay? If he loses the Jake Paul, can you imagine like fucking mediocre conservative white kids like running around, dude? They will be even more unstoppable and unbearable. It's like if England won the Euro or whatever the fuck they were doing, the soccer thing. It's just, you never want to see England win something like that, okay? It's coming down, bro. It's coming down, bro. Like, there's a reason why you don't want to see that, because, like, it's unbearable. Okay? Footy, bro. Footy. And it's the same attitude with fucking Jake Paul. You can't have him win.
School, or maybe just out of high school.
Middle school.
Is it surreal for you to be sitting in front of arguably
one of your idols? Somebody you played on a UFC video game?
No, never.
Somebody you was a fan of? I got receipts and videos.
Go off, daddy.
I got receipts and
Tell
videos
us all.
of you being
Brag,
a fan.
daddy. Brag. Yep. Is that it? Where are the rest of your accolades?
I don't need accolades.
Because none of that.
I'm certified.
None of that's helping you today.
I'm certified.
You did all of those things, but still ended up broke somehow.
This dude funny. This dude hilarious.
Is it surreal for you to be fighting a guy?
Is it surreal for you to be fighting me?
Not at all.
How does it feel?
You're a speed bump.
How does it feel?
It feels like, you know, when you're in a car.
Speed is what you're going to see.
Over a
Bumps
speed bump.
is what you're going to have when you leave out of the
And you go over a speed
ring.
bump, that's how it feels. It's like, oh, that was definitely a speed bump.
You're going to see speed.
I had to slow down to go over that bump, but
Speaking of bumps,
went right over it.
Those little bumps you had on your face kind of alarmed me. You wouldn't be having to taking PEDs, are you?
Listen, if you want to build in excuses right now,
No, I'm just asking.
go ahead.
Because I was just wondering. I
Go
looked at
ahead.
your face. It looked kind of serious. You had some rage and.
Damn, dude. What the fuck? Okay. They don't drug test for that. Of course he's doing PEDs.
You acting all unorthodox, you know, those are signs of the PEDs.
I'm enraged. I'm not enraged at all.
Are you taking PEDs?
No, sir.
Not at all.
Look at his face. Of course he's taking PEDs.
No, sir. We're getting drug tested.
You
aren't we?
got a couple people in your camp that you might want to evaluate. See how solid they are.
Aren't we getting drug tested? Yeah. Or are we not?
People have accused you of that in the past.
No shot do I believe that there's a real drug test happening.
Yeah,
I'm
I think they're
sorry.
building excuses. I love it. I look
I don't
at it
need
as
excuses.
a compliment.
I beat a lot of people on steroids, so I take it as flattering that you feel like you got to take an extra supplement to raise your level to where I'm at. That's
Do you
what
think
I
he's on
feel
PEDs?
like. I don't care. You can be on horse tranquilizer steroids. You can get a whole new body from Walmart. You still getting slept.
Speaking of accusations.
Wait. The Ohio State Athletic Commission head tells me Jake Paul and Tyron Woodley will not be subjected to fight night drug tests. Only athletes to be tested on the card are those competing in title bouts. Oh, so there is... Okay, yeah, exactly. No shot. Of course he's on PEDs. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, no.
After the Askren fight, a lot of people, including UFC President Dana White, insinuated he took a dive. And now people are saying, oh, is Tyron going to take a dive? Is
He didn't take a dive. He got hit with a fucking punch.
Insinuated. I don't believe it,
No,
but it has
he got-
been said.
he got hit.
He 100% took a dive. And the fact that he's defending him and saying he didn't take a dive leads me to believe that he might also take a dive. Don't do it. Put the team on your fucking back, dude.
I didn't really see it. I was behind the upright. But yeah, he got hit with a punch. He didn't take a dive. And no fighter takes dives.
Oh my God, dude. He definitely did. What the fuck? Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh no, dude. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's so over. Oh, he's gonna... You know what? Wait, I missed something. He got knocked out. What are you talking about, Lamont?
That's the silliest thing. Like, maybe back in the 1920s. But what person gonna say, okay, I'm gonna let you hit me with a punch and knock me unconscious for money? I'm not.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Do you think he's
You're-
So you're saying I'm
you're-
taking a dive. You're
No.
paying me to lose.
No, I'm saying
Sounds
that
stupid,
you're gonna
dude.
get hit
Listen
with
to
a
the
punch
question. Am I taking
You're
a
gonna
dive?
get hit with a punch.
You're saying,
I know Ben Askren's a horrible boxer. He's a fucking, like, he was out of shape and also not a striker, as Tyron Woodley also pointed out. I know a little bit about fucking fighting, at least like have cursory understanding, but in my opinion, it's like getting fucking clapped by Jake TRT Paul, you know, or he's a wrestler, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're a professional fighter, even if you're a wrestler, like, you're not gonna get knocked out by some fucking dude who, you know, has been training for like a year. I don't think he'll take a dive.
And go down to the canvas regardless.
Oh my God.
You think he's going to look for a way out? People said
sometimes I
he's
feel
gonna
like
quit in the corner.
I feel like you make me like you bring my IQ down when I sit across from him. Really.
He said
I feel like I
thinks-
need to read a book when I leave here.
He said he thinks that you're going to quit in the corner. Have you ever quit in a corner before?
This dude is a joke.
Well, my reasoning behind that is...
You have no reasoning. You have no experience. You have no career. This was a bucket list that you turned into a career, G.
So you just said I didn't have a career, then you just said there was a bucket list that I turned into a career. So
Yeah,
which one is it?
It's the same shit. That's the same exact thing, G.
Got it. That made sense.
Yes, this is an ad.
That for sure.
You did it
the
for
fucking
shits and
fight,
giggles
100%.
against another YouTuber. Oh, shit, that was fun. Let me do it again. Oh, let's do it again.
And your best
Oh,
friend.
let's do it again.
And then oops.
That don't bother me, dude. People losing this fucking sport. You know how many dogs I walked out there where they got slept, cut, knocked out, disabled, legs cracked? Yeah, it's a part of our sport, G. Our sport.
Not if you want to
part
be
of
the best.
our sport.
Not if you want
Part
to
of
be the best.
our sport. You're not included in that.
What sport is that?
Combat sports, real sports.
Oh,
action.
so I'm not included in
You
that?
finna be included into a highlight reel.
Got it.
Fire ass beat called Let's Go Big. Make sure y'all download that too.
You're
Drop that
how's
shit.
the
Let's Go
rapping?
Big. Me and OT Genesis. We
How's
went
the
crazy.
rapping going, by the way?
Doing phenomenal. I got a phenomenal project. OT Genesis and I put out a track, Let's Go Big today. Drop. That shit's nuts. Make sure y'all go and download that. 'Cause
40-year-old
we finna go
rapper?
deal.
40-year-old rapper.
Yeah, my biological age stops me from having experience of being rich, of being broke, of being the street guy, of being everything. Yeah, I can communicate. I can use artistry to talk.
Just sort of
What you're doing is, what are you wearing? It's
It's like-
embarrassing. It's
like
embarrassing.
you're
You got on
washed
5
up.
necklaces. You ain't Nipsey Hussle.
It's like
How many
you're
people in
washed
your
up.
neighborhood dress like that?
You
How
act
many
like you're
people in
from
your
the
neighborhood
streets.
dress like that?
You act like you're from the streets.
I'm from Ferguson, Missouri, the
Really?
murder capital of the world.
Really?
What are you talking
Tyrone
about?
Woodley, the
Where are
softest
you
thing
from?
from Missouri.
Where are you from?
Tyrone Woodley, the softest
How many
thing
people in
from
your neighborhood
Missouri.
dress like that? Tell
You're
me.
so tough.
How many people were bust down
Let me ask
Cuban
you a
links?
question. Since you're
Answer
so
my
gangster,
question.
Since you're so
I'm
gangster.
from Ferguson. I answer. How many people in your neighborhood dress like you? How many rap videos have you watched? Exactly.
How many?
Culture. That's what I am. I lived it. And rapping about my lifestyle. You a fucking joke. And you trying to vulture from it.
Since you're
And
so
come Sunday, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get hit with a whole bunch of culture. And your whole jawline gonna shift, that long jawline, probably from PEDs.
Since you're
'Cause
so
you froze.
gangster, since you're so gangster,
I don't have to be gangster,
how come
G.
you didn't do shit yesterday?
I don't have to be gangster.
When
I don't have
people
to
were
be
insulting
gangster.
your mom.
I don't have to be gangster. You should check your dogs on that on the same token.
Well, Ferguson
Women's
sounds like-
Appreciation Day, but you allow your teammates
Ferguson
and your cornermen
sounds
to
like a
disrespect
pretty
somebody's
gangster
mom.
place. What do you
Miss
say?
Paul would never.
I'm from Ferguson,
Hey,
cuz.
Miss Paul would never hear a word out of my mouth. And if
Where
my
is Ferguson,
cornermen,
by the
if
way?
my cornermen, my guys, my
Missouri?
coaches ever made mention to anything to your mom, I would have checked their ass on the spot.
Here's the thing.
That's the difference
But
between me and you. I'm
keep
solid,
on
you
saying,
not.
You keep on saying
you like
you're gonna do a
diarrhea,
bunch
dog.
of
You
stuff.
real loose. You real loose. You a goofy.
You keep on saying you're gonna
You
do
a
all
goofy.
this stuff, but you never
You
did
corny,
anything.
dog. You corny. You a lame.
Why are you so mad?
I'm not. I'm
You're all bent up.
I'm just telling you the truth. Nobody back there is selling it to you. They walking around dancing and shit like a video. You corny, dog.
The truth is,
And you a whole corny, lame goofball.
The truth is
and your niggas won't even tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm helping you out. Clear your circle out. Get some real ones around you. You see those dudes right over there?
you don't even have a team.
Let me do something crazy and watch what
You
them
don't
do.
even
They
have
gonna
a
pull
team.
me to the side and they gonna check me.
Well, you had the opportunity to do something yesterday, and you didn't.
Yeah,
do
I didn't have to do nothing.
Yeah,
I
because
bet you it won't happen again.
It'll happen.
bet that.
It'll happen
I
if
bet
you wanted
that.
to happen again.
I bet that.
You wouldn't do shit.
I
You said,
bet
I'm gonna
that.
shake this whole place up.
I
Then
bet
you
that,
just
and I
cried like a
will.
little girl.
Let it happen again. I bet you I will.
You just cried like a little girl.
Yeah, you can
said,
try.
"Oh, I'm
you can
gonna
try.
beat you up."
We can do we can build the fight. We can talk the shenanigans. You can say whatever. That don't bother me. But when you talk
seem
about real
bothered.
shit, we'll see what happens.
You seem bothered.
Yeah, I'm not bothered by it. I know what I need to know.
If you're a rapper, can I hear you freestyle?
Are you not in the driver's seat, my dog? You can't
I'm
hear
just
shit. You
asking
can
a
go
question.
download my song. Get on your phone, download it. Open up your phone right now. Open up your phone right now
You
and
have-
go to YouTube and look up Go Big and put it on the table and let's play it.
I'd rather not.
Today, Junior. Yeah.
But if you're a rapper,
All right,
I'd love
Ariel,
to hear you freestyle.
I know you like this, but you got some more questions?
Can you
By the way,
freestyle
shout out to
since
Billy
you're a rapper?
Madison. That was a Billy Madison reference right there.
today, like
Yeah. You have done a lot in terms of bringing.
So you can't freestyle for us?
I don't freestyle. That's for free. I put my shit on wax.
Most rappers freestyle if they're actually about this shit.
Because
This is an opportunity to show the world your skill.
Because you study it so well. Got
This
your
is
dunks on, got your little drip gear.
This is your opportunity to show the
study
world
it so well.
how skilled you are.
My opportunity to
as a
show the world
musician.
is dropping my fucking song that came
Your
out
mom
today.
fell asleep while you were in the studio.
Let's go.
Your mom fell asleep while you were in the studio.
I would too
making
if it was
music.
5 or 6 in the morning. Sometimes that's where you create the most magic. What's the question?
Jake, I'm curious, you brought a lot of attention to fighter pay.
So you were up at 5 to 6 a.m. while training for a fight, but you're at the studio instead of training?
You probably was playing Call of Duty or Fortnite. Playing grab ass with your cheerleaders back
I have a
there.
venture capital fund.
Making your pom-poms.
I have a venture capital fund that we invest tens of millions of dollars.
Designing your outfits.
I do business.
Last time that came out, Beyonce, the Killer Bees. This time, I don't know what they're gonna do. Look like fucking pumpkins.
Let me ask you about fighter pay, because you've done a lot in terms of bringing attention to fighter pay, not only in boxing, but in MMA as well. On Wednesday, he was asked about this, and you refer to it as the fake Paul fund, that you don't truly care about this sort of thing, that you're just putting on an act caring about fighter pay. Do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, ask any fighter on the card. This is all their biggest payday of their careers by far. Ask Amanda Serrano. Ask Charles Conwell. Ask Tyron Woodley.
Ask these nuts.
Four times as big of a payday as he's ever gotten. So for him to go out and say that, it's, you know, it's a little disrespectful, but I get it, you know. He's just coming up with any insult he can as part of the game. However, I do really care. You know, I want to create a fighters union if possible. I've talked to Nikisa about it. You know, it's going to be really difficult to do. But if the fighters can create a union and all band together, we can all increase the pay. These young kids are getting locked up into contracts, boxing promoter contracts, and it's not cool.
It seems genuine. You don't believe it?
I mean, I'm all about everybody getting a bag.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I know what it takes to get it done. And it's no unification. The fighters aren't unified. They aren't coming together. They're doing what me and him are doing.
Fighting.
So how the fuck, you think we're gonna kumbaya after this? No, I'm gonna wanna beat your ass again. So how do we unionize? It's a good effort if it's genuine, but I know what it takes to get it done. We've talked about this.
I think it shows how uneducated you are or delusional you are to go out and say that I don't care about fighter pay when I gave you the biggest payday of your life.
I don't even care what you care about. All I know is you getting your ass whipped on Sunday. Why are we talking about that?
You should care about what I care about.
Why? I care about fighters.
Keep your friends close. Keep your enemies closer. I know everything about you.
That's fine, man. I'm an open book. Fuck. I don't hide shit.
How much do you expect to weigh on Sunday?
Shit. I don't know. I ain't thought about that yet.
This is a bigger weight class than you're used to.
Yeah, I'm so thankful, man.
How much do you expect to weigh on Sunday?
I will be weighing 190 pounds.
On Sunday?
Yeah.
The fight?
The weigh-in. I mean, how much
do you expect to gain between weigh-in?
Maybe 4 pounds.
That's it?
194 maybe.
Do you think you will have a considerable, some people have said, oh, of course you want to fight Tyron Woodley. He's a welterweight. He's a 170 pounder. You're a 190. You can walk around at 200. Is that a fair criticism, or do you think that the weight will actually be equal?
The way I see him, like he got a big booty. Like that's part of the reason I wanted to fight him. He's thick. Like he's super thick. I wanted to grip them cheeks low key when I first saw them.
See?
So he definitely walks around at 200.
You see what I'm talking about?
What?
That makes a lot of sense. You want to know what's funny, bro? Like a damn airplane.
You want to know what's funny is that this is a face-to-face, but I asked them if we could do a butt-to-butt, but they didn't let that happen.
That's funny.
Do you think there'll be a size advantage on Sunday?
He's taller, but I think we're about the same weight.
Okay. How do you feel about the height?
I fought a lot of tall guys. Nobody's ever been my height besides like Koscheck and one or two other guys. Everybody's been taller, so I feel like stat-wise this fight is pretty even.
There's not a lot of footage on you, Jake, because your fights end relatively quickly. There's a lot of footage on him, but in MMA. Did you even watch his MMA fights in preparation for this? Is there any point of that?
I watched a couple of minutes of it. I mainly let my coaches do that and depict, how he fights. I saw a couple of things, especially in his, Gilbert Burns fight, how he went up against Kamaru. But, there's not much there. There's really not. It's sort of the same shit. It's like run away, go up against the fence, try to push off the fence with the right hand, come over the top with the overhand right, and then follow it with a hook, put your head down, swing for the fences. He's a basic novice striker.
So when you watch him strike in an MMA fight, is there anything that impresses you?
Not one thing.
How about his striking? When you've seen him in there,
he watched a couple of minutes, but he just gave you a whole analysis.
Well,
you
that's
work
all
the
it
desk.
takes.
You know that's not fucking 2 minutes worth of shit.
Well, that's all it takes, right? If you would watch a fighter for 3 minutes, could you break him down or no?
I'm an expert, my G. Of course I can. I'm one of the best guys behind the desk.
Well then, great. You're a self-proclaimed expert. So when I beat you,
that's what I'm called. I'm an analyst. I'm an expert analyst. That's what we do.
Or you just called yourself.
And I basically just told you that I know as an expert that it takes more than 2 or 3 minutes to say what you said.
Okay, so
about him, yeah, he got a good right hand.
Right hand?
Good right hand.
What about the left?
I mean,
I've noticed him talk.
I ain't seen the left hand a lot, but I mean, it looked like he set up his right hand with a jab.
Earlier today, I spoke to his head trainer, BJ Flores, and he said that he thinks as the fight goes on longer, it's actually worse for you. I think conventional wisdom would be you've gone 25 minutes, so you'd be more comfortable, but he thinks you're gonna get really tired very early, first round.
Pack a lunch, my dog. Pack a lunch. I'm not gonna get tired of it. I'm gonna be punching with the same power first if we make it to the 8th, so. Cardio conditioning, how we talking? Cardio conditioning is not gonna be an effect. We've trained to throw power every fucking round. Every opportunity we see to do damage, we're gonna do that. And it's not my first big fight. It's not the jitters like, oh my God, it's a big fight. No, I've been in a lot of big fights. When was the last time I was not in a big fight? You know what I mean? So for me, I'm just gonna go out there and do what I need to do. Sorry about that. Go ahead, young man.
I was just wondering, like, what are you gonna do to fix your fatigue issues? You know, especially since you're gonna be coming in with more weight.
I didn't take steroids like you did, so I mean, I guess run, maybe.
You're accusing me of something that we get drug tested for. Yeah. Do you realize how dumb you sound?
You realize how dumb you sound like when I tell you where I live at, and it's documented. You can look up the stats and see. That still sounds dumb.
I don't speak that language.
So you agree with the assessment, though, if this fight goes longer, it actually benefits you and not him?
Yeah, I mean,
how many times have you went 25 minutes?
He has fatigue issues.
How many times have you went 25 minutes?
Dozens and
in a
dozens
fight.
and dozens
in
and
a
dozens.
Fight.
Dozens of times in
a fight.
Dozens of times.
Not with the guys that are shadow boxing so you can feel good.
With
let you
people
hit
who are better than you.
You grabbed a dude from Starbucks and threw a hey girl.
People who are better than you.
He fell down and you put it on video.
I love doing these face-to-faces because you can see.
How many times have you done face-to-faces?
This is my 5th, so I love doing these.
You only had 3 fights, but you had 5 face-to-faces?
No, I've had 4 fights, and this is my 5th.
You have 4 fights?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe go study that.
My bad, shit. Let me give you a credit.
But I love doing these because
fight.
It shows like how much he's underestimating me. And this fight just became that much more easy from a mental standpoint because it's like, I know he didn't prepare the proper way.
Right.
If you think this is gonna be some easy shit.
I've had 30 street fights. Less known for 4 regular fights.
You're Ferguson.
4
you got that in Ferguson?
4 regular fights.
Man, you hard as hell. Man, you're a gangster.
You're hard as hell.
No, you're a gangster, bro. I've always wanted to meet a real gangster. What an honor.
This dude's hilarious.
Thank you.
You got West Side on your shirt. You at home? You at home?
I still want to hear freestyle.
Let me see you throw the West Side up.
I still want to hear a freestyle.
Let me see your shirt throw the West Side up.
Can we go freestyle?
You from the West Side of Cleveland?
We don't just want to with a freestyle.
They don't even like you in your own city.
We want to hear a little freestyle.
Silly.
So as we get closer to the fight, and as
we close.
We're pretty close. I mean,
we didn't even need to do this. We 2 days away. Shit.
Well, I think people like to see the interaction.
They like to see this goofy stuff, and I ain't a goofy. I feel like he's reducing me down to his level to even be fucking having these childish conversations. Let's play spades or some shit.
Well, I'm just wondering, in your opinion, you know, I mentioned this to you on Monday. One could say there's a lot of pressure on you, right?
None. I'm just training to fight. No pressure. The only pressure I have is the pressure to perform.
You're representing a sport.
I'm representing myself and my family and my coaches that put in blood, sweat, and tears. That's what I'm representing. I don't take on the extra pressure. He got the pressure.
Why?
Because he's fighting a fucking legend. He gonna see what it is on Sunday. He got the pressure, not me. He the one that thought it was cute to fight in his hometown. How many people asked you for tickets and all that, and long lost cousins and everybody hit them up? I'm relaxing. I told everybody from the beginning, I'm telling you no, so you know. I told everybody no. I made it clear. Distractions out, because I've been there. I've been the young fighter that did all the videos, did all the interviews, did all the shit that looked cool, had all the sponsors. I did all that shit, but I went out there and I fucking didn't perform the way I wanted to. So now, phones are here. Take my phone. The phone's getting grabbed today. I won't have them, and just lock in the zone out.
Is there more pressure on you? Hometown, legend, fourth pro fight.
No pressure. I
pressure.
was built.
You've talked a lot. You've picked a fight, right?
Yeah.
Not only with him, but with an entire sport.
Yeah,
With
I
the
love
president
this.
of the biggest organization. So there's a lot of people who are rooting for you to fail, right? In addition to people who are rooting for you to succeed, there's no doubt about that. You don't feel any of that pressure.
Nope. This is another sparring session. You know, if I would have felt that pressure, I would have felt it the last fight. I would have felt it in my first fight when there was 30,000 people in Manchester Arena, you know, screaming out, "Fuck Jake Paul." In my first fight, I had no idea what I was doing. If I didn't feel it then, what's there to feel now? And by the way, when I go up against guys in the gym who are way tougher than this, whatever you'd call them, this legend, and beat them, that gives me the confidence. This is another sparring session. And by the way, when I spar in the gym, I have to go 8-10 rounds, like my coach tells me. In this fight, it can be over in one round, and I can go home and go to the after party. I know I'm gonna win, so why would I have pressure?
Why are you bringing the world famous tattoo artist, Tattoo Baby, to this fight?
Well, we made a bet, and I'm a man of my word, and when he loses, I'm sending her into his locker room to get the tattoo that says, "I love Jake Paul."
One, I'm not finna let nobody that this dude ever knew in his life touch me. Two, I'm not losing, so he brought the person that he trusts that's done artwork for him to give him a tattoo.
Will you go through
For
with
sure.
that?
No, like whatever he wants to think.
Will you go through with that?
With what?
Of course he'll go through with it.
If it doesn't,
it's not possible for me to lose.
He's a troll. Of course he's gonna go through with it. You know what I mean?
Some things
This is
in
a part
life
of-
just aren't
It's a part of his life. Like, he's a vlogger. This is what they do. Like, what are you gonna just? It's a story.
Does it upset you
It's a
that you're
story.
saying all this and then
It don't,
when you get
nothing
knocked
affects
out,
me,
all
dude. Check
this-
my heart rate. It's probably 33, 37.
all of this footage is going to be used against you to be like, oh,
Ain't nothing.
you
No weapon formed
underestimated the
against me
shit out
shall
of me.
prosper, my man. That's biblical. Go joke that.
Wow, Jesus, nice.
Can I ask you, as we're rounding third here, guys, and I appreciate the time, you've said you've watched a little bit of his fights. You know who he is, of course. I know you're an MMA fan. His last few fights, what do you see when you see Tyron Woodley out there?
See, someone who got his soul snatched and who is clawing to survive. And I see someone who, without me, would have been a broke 40-year-old rapper on a couch with his mama.
Make sure y'all download Let's Go Big. OT Genesis, Tyron Woodley.
With no
crazy. Video
with
out today.
Nothing going on for him. Someone snatched his soul in one of his fights. He hasn't been able to get it back.
I was supposed to reply to that?
Well,
you know, you want me to just re-tee me up?
Okay. Well, here's the thing. This is just, I'm just being real. It is a 4-fight losing streak. And people have said you were stuck in neutral. And people have said, where's the Tyron who blasted Koscheck? Where's the Tyron who beat up Darren Till in Dallas? Where's the Tyron who did this and that? Is that Tyron going to show up?
All those Tyrons are dead. Those Tyrons that knocked out Robbie in record-breaking time. The Tyron that stomped
You
Darren
actually
Till.
didn't knock out Robbie. It was a knockdown and then it was a TKO. You don't actually have knockout power.
When you go look back at him,
especially at 190,
single-legging the referee, you'll change
especially
your mind.
Especially at 190.
So at the end of the day, let the grown people talk right now.
I'm just really wondering how that lactic buildup going to be at a bigger weight.
Let's do. Did you just get into lactic buildup? And this is your show, right? You really want to lactic buildup? All right. I'm gonna take some free radicals, motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do, I guess. So anyway, the Tyron Woodley that beat Darren Till didn't get punched. Also the Tyron Woodley that had these events and these fights that people were just like, what's going on? All those people are dead. I had to have a rebirth in the passion and the love. Especially boxing is a sport I've always wanted to do. So me getting a chance to do that and train it and having solid people behind me and really having the focus to lock in, it's another animal that nobody's seen yet. And Sunday, everybody's gonna see it.
How come Floyd disappeared after training with you?
Floyd has not disappeared, G. I don't tell everything like you do. All you do is you make your whole little thing a sizzle reel, your day to day. Like, I do way more than I show on the internet. I just let people see what I want them to see.
That's super dope. How's that working out for you?
Great.
Getting 10,000 Instagram likes?
Great.
Before I signed to fight with you?
Great.
That's dope.
That sounds great.
You're on fire.
Fire. Whew. Blazing.
Tyron Woodley.
Tell your people to download my song. Since you're so helpful,
Well,
you helping out the MMA community. You helping out me. You paying me a payday.
Yeah.
Get on the camera. Say everybody download. Let's go big.
I got you.
Tyron Woodley OT.
Everybody, go right now. Download Tyron's song if you want your ears to bleed.
There we go. At least give him the name of the shit.
Does it bother you? He's not pronouncing your name the right way.
Nah, I don't. Nobody does.
Well,
but I know he's trying to be
Yeah,
silly.
I mean, if you wanted me to pronounce it the right way, you should have spelled it the right way.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. Okay? That's an insane thing to say. That's one. Two, it's literally like he's just being racist there. Okay? He went there. Two, I'm not gonna lie, but like once he got to the groove of things, like in the first 10 minutes, he was doing that like I'm just a white boy sociopath thing. But now that he like actually got into the fucking groove, he does do a good job with like presenting himself a certain way. He does have a lot more confidence in the second portion of this, where I feel like he's successfully getting to him. You know what I mean? Like he's successfully starting to get to him, and then he starts looking kind of bad. Especially like the fight, the unionization stuff was like he does a good job of like presenting himself as someone who cares, even if he doesn't.
Okay.
You don't find that disrespectful? No. I remember when this was first kind of being bandied about, there was some talk boxing and then MMA, right? Do it once in boxing, once in MMA, like a 2-fight series. Would you ever consider that?
Nope.
Why?
I'm not an MMA fighter.
Are you a boxer?
100%.
All right.
And if things go well for you on Sundays?
When they go well for me, I would do it again in boxing. Like, I don't even want to fight him in MMA. I'd rather do the boxing thing.
You'll do a rematch?
Yeah, I will, for sure.
But this is the beginning of your boxing career.
I don't think he's gonna want a rematch. I think he's gonna feel punches coming angles he never felt before. I think he's gonna feel pain the next morning that is gonna make him reconsider all this bullshit. So I don't think he's gonna want the rematch. But he put it in there, so I'll honor it.
Did you put it in there?
Oh, me, I didn't. I think my team or lawyers did.
You gonna sit here and lie? You didn't put that in there?
I was lying.
Oh, this dude lying. If my manager say, okay, I'm gonna add a rematch clause in your own shit. No, I'm the boss. Nobody fucking tell you what you're gonna add to the contract.
Well, you being the boss hasn't really worked out for you, so maybe you should listen to your managers more.
Okay, my man.
I've made more in one fight than you have in your whole career. How does that feel?
All right, my man. I've knocked more motherfuckers out.
Does that bother you, big bicep guy?
I've knocked more people out of my life than your age.
Does that bother you, big bicep guy?
How old is he, 24?
Does that bother you, big bicep guy?
I've knocked more people unconscious than your age. How about
Wow.
that? And that's facts.
So tough and gangsta.
I don't have to be tough and gangsta.
You're so tough. You got a gun, you
I
got a knife.
don't have to be tough and gangsta.
What are you gonna do?
I don't have to be tough and gangsta.
Well, you try to be.
I got people to do that for me.
They didn't do anything yesterday. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Official prediction. You've been asked it, but now that you're sitting in front of
We
him.
always got to do the prediction. Of course, I'm going to try to knock him out.
But how?
I'm going to try to hurt him. I just think that he's just going to get hit with some shit and be like, damn, fuck, oh, shit. My coach didn't tell me it was going to feel like that.
Are you expecting a longer fight?
No, I don't even care, to be honest, Ariel. I'm prepared for an 8-round fight. I'm not going to try to make it last and let it stretch out. If I see a chance to get it done, I'm going to get it done. And I'm just patient, poised, and I feel like at the end of the day, I got the experience in putting people away. You know what I mean? Clipping people with shots and having the one hits, and that's cool. I've had those too. But I've had to actually find a way and set it up and create it, and somebody that didn't want to go away, somebody that's been knocked down and got back up, I had to find a way. You remember the Andre Galvao fight and all that? I had to find a way to knock people out that was not trying to be knocked out. Koscheck, I had to do it twice. I hit him the first time, kind of clipped the back of the head, he fell down, boom, mental note, took a step back, half the distance, the cleanest shot we've ever seen. Whole face lit up. Nobody had ever knocked him out unconscious, right? Nobody. He had been TKO'd, but nobody put him to sleep. So yeah, I'm good at that. My IQ is very high. I see real well in there. And
bigger gloves now, though.
Shit, that's more ounces to his face.
Your official prediction.
Yeah, I just think it's funny, like...
Just give you a damn prediction, dog, so we can get out of here. Shit.
Every single interview you've done, I mean, you just took like 3 minutes to give your prediction that wasn't even a prediction, which is my point here is every single interview that you've done, you've never been solid around your answer to that question.
You changed it too. We all changed it.
No,
when I look at you now, I think first round.
2
the
rounds
other day,
max.
maybe I said third. I don't know.
2 rounds max.
2 rounds max.
Yep. 2 rounds max.
Okay.
And the funny thing is that every single fight I've ever called and predicted, it's happened.
Every single dude, you got 3 fights. Can we please, everybody around her, y'all gonna see her and act like we gonna really do this right now?
Well, if you're 4 for 4,
he done
you're
had
4
3
for 4.
fights, dude.
If you're 4 for 4, you're 4 for 4. That's all I'm saying.
Where's the other 4th fight at? It's called Ben, Nate.
Amateur. He had 1 amateur.
Oh, okay, my bad. I ain't trying. Hey, you got 4 fights.
But what did I?
Amateur counts, dog. Hey, you
But
fought.
what did I tell you?
You geared up, you fought. That counted me. You just didn't do professional. So 4 fights. That ain't enough to be sitting here like acting like you had all this wisdom in the fight game.
So what did I tell you in the locker room before I fought?
You can't tell
Ben?
me shit, dog.
But what did I tell you?
I told you I don't play those fucking games.
And I said I'm gonna knock your friend out in 1 round, and then I went and did it. So I'm sitting here saying
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
You're
Shit.
going out in 2 rounds.
Just because you told him and did that to him
rounds.
don't mean nothing to me. I'm not a Ben Askren.
And you'll
I'm a
see.
whole
You're
different
gonna have
person.
that oh shit moment.
Okay.
You're gonna have that oh shit moment. You're going up against a real motherfucker.
I'm having an oh shit moment right now. Oh shit, you getting
in the fucking ring as soon as you get hit. You're gonna open them big old fucking eyes and go, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And you're fucked.
I can't wait to see this now. It worked. Like, I need him to fucking destroy him. Like, Jake Paul needs to be destroyed. The Industrial Revolution had consequences on mankind that were drastic, but Jake Paul is at a significantly worse consequence on societal development, okay? He must be destroyed. If he gets fucking knocked out, if Tyron Woodley gets knocked out here, it's over. It's literally over. It's like Donald Trump is president again.
He don't like when you do it back to him.
I don't care. I thought you looked cute. You look mad cute right now.
Worth noting, with the predictions, we mentioned Barstool Sportsbook.
How you not laughing during this whole thing?
As of right now, he is
professional.
He is the betting favorite.
Good.
And the line is growing more and more.
People, he's about fighter pay, so he's getting some people some fucking money. Bet against his goofy
I think a lot of people are surprised by that. A lot of the fans who watch you that he is.
I've been an underdog so many times on paper, and I'm oh my God, I'm fucking underdog. I need to go cry in the ball. Now I'm gonna lose because they say that he's the favorite. No.
That's insane. Like the fact that the fact that Jake Paul is the favorite is insane to me. Oh my God, I think Jake Paul's gonna win, boys. And we will never ever hear about the end of. We will never hear about this ever again. I mean, we will never hear the end of this.
We gotta go in there and fight. We gotta figure it out. We can say whatever we want to right now, but Sunday we gotta get in there and figure it out.
Final word?
Can I grip them cheeks after this?
Dude, I can't even, You know what I want to say, but I'm smart, Pause.
So I can't?
We'll leave it at that. Sunday night, the good news is...
I might grip your cheeks in the clinch on Sunday night. Just watch out.
Showtime pay-per-view available worldwide.
Bro. He's kind of right, though. Tyron is cheeked up. Like he's fucking super cheeked up, dude.
Tyron Woodley, Jake Paul. We'll find out. We'll find out the answers to the questions we've been asking each other all day long. Thank you for watching, guys. Best of luck to you, Tyron. Best of luck to you, Jake. Best of luck to you. Thank you for watching MVP Face to Face.
Is this the last chance for the mind games?
The problem child, Jake Paul. Biggest fight of his career thus far.
He really is the chosen one. We chose him to get his ass beat.
I ain't got shit to say. You getting hurt on Sunday. All your people that are around you have a lot.
He kind of looks like shit in comparison to Logan Paul. I don't like Jake Paul with plus 20 pounds, height, reach advantage, and past 3-fight record. I wonder why he's the favorite. Yeah, I mean. In comparison to Logan Paul, he does not look good. Logan Paul looked like a fucking beast, dude. Logan Paul literally looked like an entirely separate human being. This account limits who God, another fucking Twitter lefty that fucking blocked me, dude. Ay. So many fucking Twitter lefties are just like, oh, he has a house blocked.
Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. Let me walk upon the water wherever you call me. Take me where my feet never wander. My faith will be stronger in the presence of my Savior.
What the fuck, dude? You're a nurse, bro. What's wrong with you? But also, like, one, just get fucking vaxxed, dumbass, right? As always. That's my number one take. But then also, at the same time, I'm kind of going back on my previous points about nurses where it's like, I low-key just think, like, you fuck it, dude. Let him not get vaxxed then, okay? Like, if they want to die so bad, if they want to get fucking COVID and die so bad, like, let them. There's already a massive shortage of fucking nurses, dude. There's already a huge shortage of nurses. They're, like... nuts. Like, I don't know what the fuck these people are doing. I give up. I give up. Last night at Miami International Airport, another Florida anti-masker idiot. Hell yeah, let's watch.
What did...
Wait, Joe Rogan talked about Tyron Woodley?
They do. What? How did they get famous? I don't know.
Down in the Buckeye State.
He knows how to punch. They got famous first. This is what's interesting. They got famous first, and then it turns out they can fight. Especially Jake. That kid can knock people the fuck out. He knows how to punch.
Can he knock fighters out, though?
Well, we don't know. I mean, we saw Askren, right? But Askren, first of all, coming off of a hip replacement surgery, it's a brilliant move, right? You get a guy who's arguably the worst striker in
worst striker coming off hip replacement surgery, out of shape.
Elite MMA, which is Ben Askren.
Right,
and that's no disrespect to Ben Askren. He'd probably admit to that. Phenomenal wrestler,
right?
Phenomenal wrestler, like elite wrestler.
Why doesn't he ever fight boxers?
Great guy. Not a good striker. You make him box. It's like the worst thing that he does. And then Jake Paul starches him with one punch. But you looked at his body. He looked severely out of shape. It looked like he hadn't trained for a long time and then kind of got in good enough shape so he could compete. The guy knows how to fight and knows how to win, but that's not his sport. It's not his sport at all. He just took a paycheck.
I'd like to see this guy, Jake Paul, fight someone.
He's going to fight Tyron Woodley.
Well, after he fight, can Tyron Woodley fight? Can he box?
I know he can punch. He punches really hard, but he doesn't punch like a boxer. He throws big bombs and sets up takedowns, and he can crack though. With one shot, he could anybody up. But the thing is, like, the way he throws shots, he'll throw like a bomb and then set up a takedown or set up a clinch. He's not a guy who's like going out there with peekaboo style, throwing jabs and hooks to the body. That's not his style. He's never been a guy who boxed. He's been a guy who uses boxing in MMA, but he uses everything.
Does Jake Paul beat him, you think?
Oh, we won't know until they get in there. The thing about it is he'll be the most dangerous guy that Jake's fought for sure.
If Jake Paul...
Not even close. Not even close. And no one more dangerous than Tyron Woodley.
All right, well, if he beats an MMA fighter, because
Tyron's not just an MMA fighter. Tyron is he's a UFC world champion and one of the best welterweights of all time. If you looked at all the UFC welterweights of all time, he's top 3. He's fucking phenomenal.
But there is something fundamentally different about MMA fighters fighting a boxer.
Yeah, because there's other stuff.
I really hope he's been training, dude. Like, you can't lose, dude. You can't lose to Jake Paul, man.
That you incorporate into your movement, right? You're worried about leg kicks. You're worried about takedown defense. You're worried about all these different things. So you have all these different variables on your plate. Now you remove all those variables. You give Tyron a pair of shoes and you just let him punch. He punches really fucking hard. And when he doesn't have to worry about wrestling, it doesn't have to worry about getting as tired, and he can pick his shots, he'll be the most dangerous guy that Jake Paul's ever fought, for sure. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he wins. And I think Jake Paul can box. If you look at that Nate Robinson fight, I know Nate Robinson didn't know what he was doing, but the way he landed those punches, he cracked him and knocked him out moving backwards. He can move backwards and then plant. So he doesn't have like big wind up movements. Like his brother has more wind up shots. His brother was throwing more windmill-y type arm punches. Jake throws things straight and hard. They're dangerous, much more dangerous.
Here's why I have more respect for the older brother for what he just did. Yes, he outweighed him by 40 pounds, but he got in there.
Yeah, he got him with fucking the greatest boxing legend of all time. Not a fucking, not an MMA fighter on a downward spiral on his career or stalling on his career or anything like that. Doesn't matter. The pound difference doesn't matter, dude. It's Floyd Mayweather. You guys are crazy.
There with perhaps the best fighter to ever get in a ring. I'd love to see how Jake Paul fares against someone similar in size that is a boxer.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? He's only got a couple of fights. Here's how you have to look at him. Look at him like any other guy who only has a couple of fights. If you saw a guy who's coming up and he didn't have an amateur career and he's only had a couple of fights, you'd go, man, he's got some promise.
Yeah, no, but these guys aren't in it for the. Are they in it for the long haul to become boxers?
Jake says he is.
They're in it to become spectacles.
But imagine if this guy gets all the way up to a world title fight. Imagine if he actually works his way through some professional boxers.
That would be remarkable, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't just be remarkable. The money he'll be able to earn.
Well, how about fighting a recently retired? You know who would fuck him up right now?
Are you saying Andre Ward?
Andre Ward.
Well,
even because he can't fight. Andre can't fight professionally anymore because he's had some physical problems. But Andre's still in shape. He's recently retired. Maybe he'll get.
Are you trying to set something up? Look at you looking away. You're like the worst poker player ever. It's like, well, maybe.
I just know. I know. Look, that's my brother. I mean, I know that he's like.
Has he thought about it?
He's thought about it. You're right. A lot of money was put on the table for him to fight Canelo.
I don't think he would fight a boxer. Like, I just don't think that he would fight a boxer. Everything he's done so far implies that he's not really interested in fighting a fucking boxer.
And we still get, James and I still get asked about it, and he has that stick-to-itness.
But why would he be willing to fight Jake Paul then?
Because I think it's, in his mind, it's an exhibition, and I don't think that he looks at it as even a remote threat, that it could tarnish his legacy or that he would have to expend too much physically. I think that he probably is sitting back looking at this and like, you know what? I could now secure not just my children's, but my great-grandchildren's futures. And I could, I think that there's a part of Andre, if you know him well, everything that I've said aside, oh, he's got some dog up in him. If you ever watch his fights, if he gets hit, you'll see him, now I'm going to get you 4 times. You know, he is a mean SOB in the ring. And I think that there's a...
I wish you could cover crypto with half the nuance and respect you cover celebrity boxing Gambo events. Yeah, the difference is celebrity boxing Gambo people are not fucking annoying like the crypto people. That's the difference. I would go so far as say the more annoying aspect of celebrity boxing events is like the crypto shilling that they do. Crypto nerds are not fun to have convos with because they just like, they like Jake Paul or people who enjoy celebrity boxing skeptical matches don't think that, like, you know, the Taliban would not have been able to overthrow Kabul so quickly if there was a fucking celebrity boxing match. But crypto nerds certainly routinely make arguments like that. They are the K-pop stans who used to say, like, oh, 9/11 wouldn't have happened if you fucking stayed home, drank water, and stan Luna. You know, they're just doing it for crypto. That's the annoying part about it. They're weebs. They could never shut the fuck up. Okay? Celebrity boxing, guys. It's a spectacle. They understand it. It's entertainment. They see the top of the hour ad breaks and they think to themselves, yeah, I mean, I already have a way to avoid the ad break. Like, I already have a subscription, a $5 a month subscription, or I already have a Twitch Prime subscription that I've used here, which is free. So it's not a big deal to me. Like, I will not see the ads. You, a crypto nerd, you're seething. You're like, no, I used all my money on crypto, so I don't have a Twitch Prime. You know? And no, I will not. I only use VPNs to fucking, I don't know, do crypto transactions or something. Like, you don't use it to avoid the ad breaks. But here's the ad break now.
Part of him that sees this and is like, these guys need to be put in their place, and I could do it pretty easily.
But do you think that Jake Paul would be willing to fight a guy like Andre Ward, Olympic gold medalist, multiple division world champion, undefeated fighter?
No.
Who's still young?
No.
I mean, how old is Andre? 35?
Yeah, just turned 35.
Yeah.
36.
He's still in the prime of his athletic career, or close to it, close enough to it.
But he's a little banged up physically. He basically, you know.
You trying to sell this fight?
No,
that's what it seems like to me.
Not trying to sell it.
Seems like you're trying to.
I would love for the guy. I would love for Jake Paul to be like, you know what? I'll take that on. So in that, but in my mind, it's like that would never happen. The guy's very risk adverse.
I don't know about that. I mean, Tyron's a risk. Tyron Woodley's a real risk, and he's also offering to bet Tyron his purse. He said he'll donate Tyron's purse to charity.
I noticed that. I noticed that Tyron did not take him up on that.
Yeah, not good. Yeah, I mean that's
I noticed that. I said Tyron is just saying, I'm not saying anything.
I think Tyron needs that money.
Yeah.
I think he's planning 100% on that money, and if he were to lose the fight, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he's the biggest threat, though. That
Hey, listen.
Jake has fought. He can knock him out, and I think he's got a legitimate shot at hurting him. I mean,
There's something hits hard, man. I have a question for you. What?
Someone said, so this dude is a racist and sexual assaulter. Please don't buy this fight. Yeah, dude, that was going to stop me from not purchasing this fight. Yeah, 1, no shit. 2, why would I ever buy this? Are you fucking stupid? I mean, of course I would buy it. Are you kidding me? I would obviously buy it and consume this by, you know, watching it on pay-per-view. On Showtime. Which I love doing. I love buying pay-per-views. I love buying a pay-per-view at the pay-per-view store where they sell pay-per-views. Hashtag ad. Please buy the pay-per-view. Where you pay once per one view? Yes, of course. Yeah, one time I had friends over and we bought a pay-per-view and I made them buy it over and over again in an effort to make sure that, you know, everyone was watching it on their own.
What do you make of all of these exhibitions have like caught fire? I don't know if it's because of COVID that people began like thinking, well, if I gotta watch something, I'll watch anything.
Yeah.
And then they watch, and you know, Tyson and Lennox are now talking about an exhibition that might happen.
These Paul brothers, Logan and Jake,
Yeah,
they're
doing their
making
thing,
some
right?
big money moves. They're
My
making
God.
a lot of money. And they got everybody talking about it, including us.
If you really know how to get down, you know how to play the game.
Oh, you know, I really get down too.
Well, you just said your boy's gonna win, but you won't bet on it.
I was verified.
Yo, homie, can you send me the link to the fight tomorrow? The links you sent are the best quality? That's a fucking lie. I've literally never done that. Shut the fuck up. I'm not trying to go to jail, dog. Shut the fuck up, okay? I feel like if there's one thing people don't fuck around about, it's like this shit, okay? They will literally throw you in the money prison, okay? Which is the prison made by the money team, where Floyd Mayweather comes in and kicks your ass every day.
私、カイト・スイジュと申します。東京銀座において、翡翠東京という道場を開いております。
This is